masagada te maigbawi. Anu masagada te maigbawi. Wate bonumo. Wate bonumo wa maibe wa. Me maikwa alatepo. Me maikwa sane baba alatepo bing. Me maikwa alatepo. Me maikwa sane baba alatepo bing. No yenzo no kwamen titi magawieba. Ya you pienso de yore ore kakala que you pienso de yo sense ture ore kakala que ya pasa crewe no mona crewe sense ture ore kakala que ya pasa crewe no mona crewe sense ture ore kakala que ya tala pone kupana moko sense ture ore kakala que ya tala pego na woyesabo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala koso kweto yimusaya wibo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala pomone atupipo ngatayo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala wabo bana wera bawo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala demo jimi wamae sense ture ore kakala que ya tala baya you pienso de yore sense ture ore kakala que ya tala you pienso de yo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala crewe na mona crewe sense ture ore kakala que ya tala pare kupana moko sense ture ore kakala que ya tala piego na woyezabo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala koso kweto yimusaya wibo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala komone atupiplo ngatayo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala wabo bana wela bowo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala diego jimi wamae sense ture ore kakala que ya tala baya you pienso de yore sense ture ore kakala que you pienso de yo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala baya you pienso de yore sense ture ore kakala que you pienso de yo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala baya se vos crewe sense ture ore kakala que ya se crewe no mone crewe sense ture ore kakala que no pala pare kupana moko sense ture ore kakala que ya tala piego na woyezabo sense ture ore kakala que ya tala koso kweto yimusaya
Master LC on the beat.
I get you with 10. I get you with 10. L.O.V. I the love I get for you. L.O.V. I the love I get for you. 10. I get you with 10. I get you with 10. Let you a small woman. Let me get small woman. I'm going but you I'm going but you let you a small woman. Let me get small woman. I'm going but you I'm going but you
What is good? Technical
Master LC on the beat.
Let you a small woman. Let me get small woman. I'm going but you I'm going but you let you a small woman. Let me get small woman. I'm going but you I'm going but you 10. I get you with 10. I get you with 10. L.O.V. I the love I get for you. L.O.V. I the love I get for you. 10. I get you with 10. I get you with 10. Let you a small woman. Let me get small woman. I'm going but you I'm going but you let you a small woman. Let me get small woman. I'm going but you I'm going but you
when you have I need more every Jesus. Nobody won't go there. They wanna go for say. I get screen, I get power, I get smoke. I get skill, I get screen, I get play. I am now, so I'm telling you what best. Y'all call me 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 what best. Oh my God, y'all call me what best. Y'all call me what best. Y'all call me what best. I say y'all call me what best. Y'all call me what best. I got screen, I got power, I get smoke. I got skill, I got four, I get play. I got screen, I got power, I get smoke. I got skill, I got day, I get die. I'm telling you what best. Y'all call me what best. Y'all call me what best. Y'all call me what best. I'm me, I'm a cabano, I'm me, I'm me, I'm a chocolate, no, I'm me, I'm me, my cherry, no, I'm me, yeah, I'm me, my family, no, I'm me, I'm me, my cherry, no, I'm me, elevate, your life will elevate, elevate, my life will elevate. I know, I know, so well, I'm a scabano, I'm a chocolate, no, my cherry, no, yeah, my family, no, I get screen, I get power, I get smoke. I get skill, I get screen, I get play. I am now, so I'm telling you what best. Y'all call me what best. Y'all call me what best. Mr. LRB. Y'all call me what best. I need more Eric.
All right, guys. That's Eric Gizo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of Sound. Let me make sure my audio is fine on my side here before we get going. Yeah, so it delays on my side a little bit, so let's see what happens. Let me double check that. Okay, perfect. My audio is good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of Sound in the Diaspora with Darke, Saryorpodeh, Esoteric, coming to you live from Prosper Park, Pennsylvania. This is our first show of the week. Again, we are happy to be with all of you. Although the global community is being attacked by the COVID-19 virus. Yeah, so that's why we're going to start today with our show. So let me see those that are following right now that I'm seeing. Let me recognize you. The Amro Basilio Zaza, thanks for following Tube. I'm saying Ezekiel Solo, what's up? Rita, Swain, how are you? President Otello Colo, what's up? How are you, boss? Timothy, how you doing? Valar, how you doing? Peter, what's up? I'm seeing Yema, how you doing? What's up? Mr. Butojawi, Stevie Sine, Roberts, Charles Emmanuel Tia, okay, and others. I'm not seeing all of you. All right, so guys, again, welcome to the Voice of Sound with Esoteric. I'm glad to be with you always on this platform, so that we can discuss trending issues in and out of the U.S. Relative to Sano County and the Sapo community in the diaspora. So that's what basically, again, periodically we talk about national issues or national politics. But today, I will just share my agenda with you and we'll go right into it. So let me get the first one here. The first one I'll be talking about is the COVID-19. COVID-19 is still waging war on global humanity. Let's remain vigilant and continue to follow the instructions of healthcare professionals. All right, that's something we're going to start the show with. We cannot start a show without that because that's what plaguing the world right now. So the second thing here, I will also go into one of the major topics right now, or major team training in Liberia, the fate of NEC chair, designated councillor Nambodike hangs in the balance. Okay, and that's something we're going to be talking about shortly. And next thing I'll be talking about the crusade to recover USAA assets starts with Mr. Samuel Shekpeh. The moral town crier cannot be indebted to the people. All right, the moral town crier cannot be indebted to the people. That's something we're going to be talking about shortly. As you get on, please share with your friends so that they can be a part of the show. Also, we'll be talking about the future of USAA. The future of USA is in grave danger if the poor people discrimination and negative tribalism of Samuel Shekpeh is now nipped in the bud by President G. Kodrio. That's something we're going to be talking about for sure. And what I have for you here is exposing the duplicity and deception of Samuel Shekpeh. So predominantly this show today will be exposing some of the lies of the live show or the hosts of the live talk show. Looking at the spurious grace of Greenville Times, a bogus pro TIJ propaganda Facebook page. All right, we're going to be looking at the report for that what they call Greenville Times. All right, so those are the topics. These are the things I'll be talking about today. Again, if you're joining us, welcome to the Voice of Sound. So the first thing is to give you a quick update on the COVID-19 pandemic around the world. So specifically, I'll be focusing on Pennsylvania, and maybe we'll look at the statistic from the globe or around the globe. We'll look at the statistic from that. That's the first thing we want to do because that's what's going on right now. And so let me quickly give you the global statistic that I'm looking at. So global confirmed cases right now of the COVID-19 virus, we're talking about 905,279. 905,279. That's what I'm looking at right now. And they say total deaths, you're talking about 45,371. Total deaths, okay, talking about the globe, the entire world. 45,371 as we stand, and they say total recovered. We're talking about 190,710, 190,710. That's the numbers we're looking at right now. U.S. confirmed cases, we're talking about 190,740. All right, the U.S. confirmed cases, the cases as we stand right now in the U.S. confirmed cases, 190,740. And they say total deaths in the U.S. right now, 4,361, 4,361. Total recovered, 8,362. All right. So those are the numbers that I'm looking at right now that I wanted to share with you. So let me go to Pennsylvania. I just want to give you the global statistic right there for Pennsylvania. If you're in Pennsylvania, I just want to share the statistic with you quickly before I go into other stuff. So right now I'm on Pennsylvania Department of Health website, and right now they are reporting Number of confirmed cases right now, we're talking about 5,805. 5,805. Okay, that's the number of cases reported right now in Pennsylvania, in the entire state. All right, let's look at the numbers by county. Okay, look at the numbers by county. All right, the numbers of positive cases by age range to date. Okay, so they go by age. Let's look at age range. People that the virus has affected mostly. So if you look at the age range, they say age range from 0 to 4, about 1%. Okay, from 5 years to 12 years, it affected about 1%. 13 years to 18 years, 1%. From 19 to 24 is 9%. 25 to 49, 40%. 50 to 64, 29%. 65 plus, 19%. Okay, that's the numbers right there based on age. Okay, the demographic. So uh, let's look at the county. Cases by county. We are in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, I'm looking at right now. So if you are in Adams County, they are reporting 12 cases in Adams County right now. Allegheny County, 356. 356, and they got 2% dead from Allegheny County. Armstrong County, we got 5. Beaver County, 54, 2% dead. Bedford, Ford County, 3 persons. Berks County, 151. Blair County, 4. Bradford, the guy here, 8. Bucks County, 312, 6% dead from Bucks County. Butler County, the guy here, 64, 2% dead. This guy at Cambria County, 3%. Cameron County, 1. Carbon County, 23, 1% dead. Center County, 27. Chester County, 183, 1% dead from there. Clarion County, 4. You got here Clearfield County, 4. You have Columbia County, 8. Crawford County, 5. Cumberland County, 38, 1% dead. Dauphin County, 59, 1 dead. Delaware County, that's the county I'm in. It's very serious in Delaware County. We're talking about 397% dead from Delaware County. Erie County, 15. Fayette County, 14, 1% dead. Franklin County, 21. Greene County, 9. That's Huntingdon County, 1. Indiana County, 6. Jonita County, 2. Lackawanna County, that's 85, 3% dead. Lancaster County, 157, 3 dead. Lawrence County, 13, 2% dead. Lebanon County, 36. Leah County, 374, 5% dead. Lawrence County, 282, 4% dead. Lacking County, 7. Mackin County, 1. Mercer County, 8. Mifflin County, 1. Monroe County, 278, 8% dead. Montgomery County, 649, 8% dead. It's Martor County, 13. Northampton County, 312, 5% dead. You got Northumberland County, 6. Perry County, 1. Philadelphia County is predominantly concentrated with our people to Philadelphia County. They got here 1,478, and they got 10% dead. 1,478 in Philadelphia County, 10% dead. Pike County, 57, 1 dead. Porter County, 2%. Schuylkill County, 47. Cindy County, 3, 1 dead. Somerset County, 3. Susquehanna County, 2. Toyka County, 2. Union County, 2. Venango County 3, Warren County 1, Washington County 35, Wayne County 14, then it got Westmoreland 72, York County 79. All right, so those are the cases reporting right now in Pennsylvania. So the total here, like I already said, the total cases reported right now in Pennsylvania, let me go back, is 5,805. Okay, 5,805 cases right now reported in Pennsylvania. All right, just to share that little information with you, please let's continue with the tips and continue to follow the recommendations of the healthcare professionals. Let us not be careless during these tough times. All right. So just wanted to give you that. That's a Pennsylvania update right there. Keep on with the hands washing tip. Wash your hands. Make sure you use your hand sanitizer. If possible, I mean, you can wear gloves, especially if you're going in public areas. Do the little things that CDC recommended. You can go on the website. All little tips are out there. And let's keep safe, clean surfaces. They got everything out there for you. All right, guys, that's something I wanted to say about the COVID-19 that is waging war around the world. Okay. Now, the next one here, I'd like to go quickly to Liberia. And let's look at the fate of the NHS. So quickly, let me get his image out there. Namadike. He's the man that I want to talk about, what I think about the whole process. I must say, that's a trending topic right now. Let me get this image out there for you quickly. It takes a little while to upload. So if you're joining me, welcome to the Voice of Sound of. Come on, it's taking too long. Give me a second, guys. My image is taking a while to upload here. All right, perfect. It's up finally. All right, so that's the NEC boss, the guy that was nominated by President Weah to head the National Electoral Commission of Liberia. And so recently, that's the training, the nominees for that commission. They have been going through confirmation hearings and all of that. And so the chief himself was on, I think, about 2-3 days ago, if I'm not wrong with my number or my counting. All right, so let me take one of these up down here so I can get to my image. All right, cool. So the councillor Namadike, other people say, I have been following this closely, and people got their view on the issue of Liberia, dual citizenship, not dual citizenship, but naturalization. So Mr. Namadike has been in the news. He was cross-examined by the senators, and there are a couple of things that came up, which I think broke the camel back. Personally, am I against naturalization? No, I'm not. But I think if you're a naturalized citizen of Liberia, you should prove it beyond all reasonable doubt. If you say you have documents to prove that you are a citizen or naturalized citizen of Liberia, you have to prove that. But from the local things, from what I observe, the Councillor Namadike failed to do that. He failed to do that. And there are a couple of points which I think put his faith in the balance right now. As I was listening to the cross-examination, there are a couple of things that I think the man, the honorable man, blew apart. You know, he didn't tackle those things properly. From what I observed, he didn't do his best. So the first thing that I noticed was there was a lack of specificity in his analysis. A lack of specificity. He wasn't specific with certain things, certain questions that they were asking. For example, he talked about. I mean, he was let's say an adjunct professor. He taught. He was a teacher assisting, maybe out of University of Liberia and stuff like that. But then they were asking for the date. You know, when he served at the University of Liberia, he was serving as adjunct professor or assistant professor, or so he wasn't specific. So I was listening, and he couldn't put his. I mean, you are going for interview, and basically you are giving people your resume. And if I were him, the resume would be right before me, so that I'll be able to give the senator dates and specifics. You know, but he faltered in that area. He didn't do well. That's one point that I look at. So the lack of specifics in what he was saying. And number two, another thing that I discovered was the senators, the chairman for the committee, Senator Tiaji. I thought I must say this. Senator Tiaji did great during the cross examination. I thought he asked some pointed question. I thought he was sharp during the cross examination. He did great. All right, so the senator said, Mr. Nominee, we ask you to send your documents to us. And you did send your document, but what was missing, you did not attach your naturalization certificate. That was absent. So I was wondering why the nominee did not attach. He sent all the documents, but then the naturalization document didn't get attached to the rest of the documents. So that was a red flag to me. You know, I know, really, you serious? You want a job, and the people ask you for your document, and one of the major things that you should have sent, you didn't send that. And so that was a red flag on the part of the candidate. All right, that's something I noticed. That's something I caught. Another thing that was a red flag to me. Okay, when the senator pushed in later, he said, "Oh, you know, the temple of justice is not too far. I mean, I can get my naturalization certificate." Right? I mean, so right within that time, I think somebody brought a photocopy, and he submitted. So my thing is, if you have the original copy, it's like you are going for, again, this is not like you are doing a job interview. So if you are doing a job interview, you have to carry all your documents, the original ones, okay, original copy, everything got to be original. You cannot carry a photocopy of your document to the employer. You have to submit the original document to the employer, and the employer will photocopy it and give your original copy to you. But the nominee went, he carried a photocopy to the senators. And so I thought that was a red flag. And the photocopy he submitted was not legible. It wasn't clear. You know, so there's something is wrong. Something is wrong with the nominee. All right, so that's something, it was a red flag that I also look at. All right. And then the worst of all, let me play this one. This one I have to play. I think the senator from is Senator Vani Sherman.
I appreciate the courtesy to ask my questions and leave because I'm an old man. Mr. Nominee, I have reviewed your credentials. You have submitted to us transcripts from the University of Liberia, the law school, and the regional planning school, I think, or department. We say that you were born on October 2, 1965. Do you confirm that?
I think that will be...
That's what the ranking say?
Yeah, that will be correct.
That will be correct. Good. Now, sir, You say you are naturalized in Liberia at the circuit court, and you presented to us a certificate of naturalization. But the law that I know says that in order to be eligible to apply for naturalization in our country, you must be what? 21 years old minimum. Now, if you were born 1965, and then you say you got certificate of naturalization in 1982, then you are only what? 17 years old. Would you concede, therefore? I ain't hit now. You wanted to hear all of it. Fire. Go ahead. Would you concede, sir, that you were ineligible? Then explain to me why the discrepancy or the difference between the age requirement, 21 years old as the statute says, and yet you say you got certificate of naturalization at 17 years old.
Thank you, Senator. When I was explaining my history here, I did inform you that when I filed my declaration of intent, I was a minor. And because of that, I was required to bring parental consent. I was required to bring parental consent as a requirement. I also said to you that when I went to the second court to take the oath, I was required to bring an adult to stand behind me for the taking of the oath. And that explains exactly that particular question of law that you raised. Let me do this.
What Mr. Shekpeh is asking, and I'm asking you very clearly.
Yeah.
Will your naturalization papers based on your own strength?
Yes.
Or the strength of your clearance? And you said you were there on your own strength. Now they have discovered discrepancy in your age and time that you applied.
No, it's not discrepancy.
Let me finish. Now they have discovered discrepancy that say, well, you went there and an adult accompanied you. So if an adult accompanied you, then you could not have gotten the naturalization paper on your own strength. There was no strength.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. And maybe I don't understand what you mean by strength. Okay? But I believe.
All right, so that's a quick video what I wanted to show you. So yesterday that was Senator Sherman cross-examination of the candidate, the nominee. The guy broke the camel back yesterday. It was yesterday or day before yesterday, whatever the date is. So I saw once that was disclosed, that was discovered. I mean, it's just like the whole cross-examination of the man, the integrity or the honesty of the man was put on a serious question. I don't know whether the president would still consider him or to push him to be the nominee for the NEC. But I think that somebody else got to be considered now based on the discrepancy between what the man said. All right, so but Now, with that being said, other people have been. I mean, I look at a lot of agitation surrounding the nominee or the nomination of Mr. Namo Dike. You know, when he was nominated, the whole thing. I mean, the man is not a Liberian, and a Liberian cannot hold our non-Liberian cannot hold such a position in our government, and the list goes on. But what I think we are not acknowledging also is our Constitution. You know, we cannot put certain things in the Constitution, and I mean because the case of Mr. Nambadike is a test example to what we put on paper. It's a test example of what was written in our supreme document and what the president is advocating for, our current president, President George Weah. All right. So, but that what I mean is let's look at, for example, the Constitution, because the Constitution gives people right of non-Negro descent the right to be citizens in the country. And so, if you give these people the right to be citizens, then why not? Why can't they hold certain positions? So, for example, Article 27 of the Constitution, it says here on Section A, Article 27A says, all persons who, on the coming into force of this Constitution, were lawful citizens of Liberia shall continue to be Liberian citizens. Okay? All persons who, on the coming into force of this Constitution, were lawful citizens of Liberia shall continue to be Liberian citizens. Okay? That's A. B says, in order to preserve, foster, and maintain the positive Liberian culture. I don't know whatever that positive Liberian culture is. Okay, I don't know what that. We are not going to that right now. In order to preserve, foster, and maintain the positive Liberian culture, values, and character, only persons who are Negroes or of Negro descent shall qualify by birth or by naturalization to be citizens of Liberia. Okay, I read that again. In order to preserve, foster, and maintain the positive Liberian culture, values, and character, only persons who are Negroes, okay, only people that are black, okay, or of Negro descent, okay, you have black people, black parent background, or black parental background, okay, of Negro descent shall qualify by birth or by naturalization to be citizens of Liberia. So by virtue of this, Mr. Nambadike is qualified to be citizen of Liberia, but the only problem is the authenticity of the document. And that's why I put Mr. Nambadike case, that's why I put him on a question right now. The authenticity, the genuineness of the documents, given that he giving duplicate copy, he not giving original copy, giving the discrepancy. Okay, but this is not my major point. Okay, let me finish with the article. So on that same Article 27 say the legislature shall, adhering to the above standard, prescribe such other qualification criteria for the procedures by which naturalization may be obtained. Okay, so the lawmakers will set other criteria to in compliance with what is said above. You know, they will make other rules, they will make other suggestions what to be done and what not to be done. You know, that's what the propositions that came out not too long ago, talking about dual citizenship and all of that. So the lawmaker, they had to set other criteria. What if you're a dual citizen, what you can do and what you cannot do, what position you can hold and what position you cannot hold. So in this case, too, also, if you're a naturalized citizen, the Constitution is saying the lawmakers, they have the right to set us certain standards, you know, that people that will qualify people, the criteria that will qualify people based on the Constitution. All right. Okay, so that's something I want to read. So now, that is not my key point. I mean, again, Mr. Nambadike is a test case of the Liberian Constitution, of the Negro descent clause in the Constitution. The Negroes, only people are Negro descent. Now, Mr. Nambadike is a Nigerian, all right, but according to him, he naturalized in Liberia, but his documents are incorrect. Let's just assume we don't have Nabodiki, we have somebody else who has all his documents to be legitimate, but the person is not from Liberia, it's from another African country. Should we make this sort of noise the way I saw with this man issue? I mean, we say we want to absorb all black people in the country. But then when somebody's from somewhere else, the Liberian people are making noise and say, oh, no, he's not a Liberian. But your constitution created room for other people to be absorbed in the country. So what is the problem? What is the problem with that? Or having somebody who is not a Liberian? I've listened to a lot of people, oh, it's a danger to our country to have somebody who is not a natural born Liberian to head the NEC. Okay, so why do you give the people the right then to be citizens of their country if they shouldn't hold certain position? A lot of people will start to make argument, oh, America has these things and they have restrictions. But we don't have to mimic America. America is a country by itself. We don't have to, besides America, we don't have to mimic what other countries are doing. Let Liberia be unique. Let come out with our own thing. The fact that America is doing something, it doesn't mean that Liberia should do it. There are a lot of things that America is doing that Liberia is not doing. For example, America has legalized gay marriage, for example. Is Liberia willing to do that? I doubt it. All right? They get welfare program for their citizens. Do we have that for the citizens in the country? There are a lot of things America is doing, but sometimes they make reference to America. But there are certain things they would never do. That America, if you look at the Constitution of America right now, they got the prefix clause. I mean, black man, you are not for human being in that constitution. Are we willing to do that in a Liberian setting? No. So there are certain things America is doing that we cannot always reference America. Let us try to do our own thing. Okay. So you cannot say these people are eligible to be citizens, but they cannot do certain things. You are limiting them. All right. Okay. Now let's assume we expand the scope, because that's the case that President Weah is fighting for now. President Weah is saying the clause that only gave the clause that gives only the black people the right to be citizens in the country that is in the Constitution, or the restriction that the Constitution puts in place, or the frameworks of the Constitution put in there. He said that clause is antiquated, it's old school, and so therefore it should absorb everybody. So let's listen to President Weah himself before we go any further here. You're listening to President Weah.
United States dollars. This is going to be very challenging, but I'm convinced that with the assistance of my friendly government and institution, this can be achieved before the end of my tenure. Honorable ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to address you on what I consider to be my most urgent and imperative agenda. Since the founding of this country in 1847, more than 170 years ago, there have been certain restrictions on citizenship and property ownership that, in my view, have become serious impediment to the development and progress of the country. This restriction includes the limitation of citizens only to be black people, the limitation of property ownership exclusively to citizens, and the non-alliance of dual citizenship. The framework of the 1847 Constitution may have every reason and justification to include these restrictions in that historic document in their own words, and I quote, "The great object of forming these colonies being to provide home for the dispersed and oppressed children of Africa, and to regenerate and enlighten this benighted continent. None but persons of color shall be admitted to citizenship in this republic. Unquote. They are free slaves were fleeing from the oppressive yoke of slavery imposed upon them by white slave owners. They therefore wanted Liberia to be a refuge and a haven for free men of color. And so they restricted citizenship only to black people. This may have been appropriate for the 19th century and for the threats and conditions that existed at that time. However, here in the 21st century, I am of the view that these threats no longer exist. And that these conditions have changed. In these circumstances, it is my view that keeping such a clause in our Constitution is unnecessary, racist, and inappropriate for the place that Liberia occupies today in the Community of Nations. It also contradicts the very definition of Liberia, which is derived from the Latin word liber, meaning liberty. I believe that we should have nothing to fear from people of any other race becoming citizens of Liberia. Once they conform to the requirements of our immigration and naturalization laws, they may be appropriately amended to address this new situation. In fact, we have everything to gain. If we look in our region amongst the other member states of ECOWAS, especially our neighbors in La Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana, it will soon be observed that permitting people of other races to become citizens has not marginalized their indigenous. I believe that this is an anomaly that should not have found its way into the 1986 Constitution.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's the President of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. George Weah, speaking right there, speaking against the restriction in the Constitution, the restriction that has to do with only people of Negro descent can be citizens of Liberia. So the president is arguing that that clause should be amended. The Constitution should be amended so that all races will be absorbed. So assuming that now we just have a guy from Nigeria, all right, and he was nominated to occupy a position, and there was a whole noise, and I mean, people are saying non-Liberians are not supposed to hold certain. So assume that what President Weah is saying goes through, and then Caucasians are allowed to be citizens of Liberia, and they are citizens. What will happen if a Caucasian is nominated to serve in certain capacity? What will happen to Liberia? What will people say if we cannot even accept our own African brother? So my thing is, are we actually committed to our documents? The document we put, the things that we put in the document, are we committed to them, or we just write them for the sake of writing beautiful documents to appeal to the outside world? If we have this thing in our Constitution, people are Negro descent, so somebody can come from Tanzania, somebody can come from Egypt, somebody can come from Morocco and other African countries in Africa to be citizens, and they should be able to hold certain positions. You see, so this is the Constitution talking, and the president is saying, "Okay, I want the scope to be expanded. It shouldn't be limited to black people. White people should be also absorbed in the country. That you also have the right to be citizens of the country." So our people are crying now about their own African brother. Now, this brings me into the next one. I have been hearing something they call Pan-Africanism. Okay, so the Pan-Africanism is the philosophy that all African people should be one. Or as a matter of fact, the people before us, the gurus like like you say, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and others that were talking about one Africa, for example, they were preaching the Pan-African philosophy, and people are saying Liberia is part of that Pan-Africanism or the philosophy of Pan-Africanism. So now, if you subscribe to Pan-Africanism, and now you are discriminating against another African brother, then how true are you to the philosophy that you say you subscribe to? So I'm seeing the contradiction. We say we are certain things, but when you see they are actualized, when they are practicalized, then it becomes a problem. So we are only these things in theory. Theoretically, we are Pan-Africanists. Theoretically, the Constitution it absorbs people with non-Negro descent. Okay, theoretically, but practically, when it comes to practice, then it becomes a different ball game. People are crying. Why should you lament when you put these things in your constitution, or when you say you subscribe to certain philosophy? I see in the double standard here. So the only problem that I have with Mr. Nambadike is the fact that his documents are questionable. But other than that, I have no issue for the brother to serve as the head of the NEC. It's just that the authenticity, the veracity of the documents are questionable. And that's the only problem I see with him. But again, given our Constitution, people of Negro descent can be citizens of Liberia, they should be able to hold certain positions. And then that we are also saying that we believe in Pan-African philosophy. If we believe in Pan-Africanism, then it should also follow that we should accept our African brothers to hold position in the country. We are one people. We say we are one people. We want to be United States of Africa. So why when these things are coming to fruition now, then people are crying about it? All right, so that's something that I want to point out. That's something that I saw about surrounding. So again, the Councilor Nambadike case is a test case to some of these things that we put in our document. Let's see what happens moving forward. If this is a test to what we say we espouse, the things that we say we espouse, this is a test case. All right. Whether we are true Pan-Africanists or we are pseudo Pan-Africanists, whether we are true when we say that people are not descent, they can be citizens, just in words or just in practice, we are seeing it from this nomination process or from the cross-examination of Mr. Nambadike. All right, so that's it. That's what I have to say on this. But I think, given what I'm saying from the discrepancy and the inconsistency and the contradiction from the nominee, I think the president got to select somebody else now. But I have no issue. Had his document been authentic, veritable, I have no issue for the man to serve as chairman of the Electoral Commission in Liberia. Yes. After all, we say we are Pan-African. Okay, so that's something I wanted to say about that. Let's get to the next thing here that I want to talk about. Let's take the honorable man down. Let me get that down. Remove him. All right, so if you're just joining the platform, welcome again. This is Saryorpodeh, Esoteric. All right, now, the next thing that I want to talk about here is called the Crusade to Recover USA. So when I say USA, I mean the United Support Association in Americas. Okay, my dear friend Samuel Shekpeh started a beautiful campaign. Okay, and I thought it's a good goal, but just the only thing is the method. The way he is going about it is wrong. Okay, but if you want to retrieve asset, you have to do it in a way that those that you are going after, or you get the right people will be sought after with evidence and not just indicting people with your words, not just because you have a platform so you can come on it and indict people. Okay, so Samuel Shekpeh started a foreign campaign. And so, like, if you read my title, I said, the crusade to recover USA's assets starts with Mr. Samuel Shekpeh. The moral town crier cannot be indebted to the people. Okay? Samuel Shekpeh is indebted to us. But he is on Facebook and attacking people. And going and say he wants to recover the asset of the United Saryorpodeh Association. Again, that's a noble goal. All right? To retrieve the asset out there that you think people have for the organization. But before you do that, yourself must be clear. You cannot owe the organization, you cannot have our asset, and then you're going after other people. Okay? And so Samuel Shekpeh started the campaign again. He attacked Esoteric and others without evidence, of course. He attacked those people, especially Mr. Esoteric. He attacked Esoteric for a year, only to come out later to exonerate the man. So he makes allegations against people, and then after all, he doesn't have evidence, he will exonerate you. So he will bastard that, he will attack your reputation, he will attack your integrity, and after a while, you will come back and say, oh, I was wrong, and then you will not apologize. So, yeah, since Samuel Shekpeh is going after people, again, I will call on the brother to give our $100. He has $100 to us from last convention. He went in the hall without paying. Just to go in the hall, $100 Samuel Shekpeh refused to pay. But he went after people. So let's start with one of his audios here. All right? The first audio. Let's start with 108. Let's start with this.
Talk to Mr. D. Cancalo. I spoke with Mr. D. Cancalo last night. And the picture is very clear. The picture is very clear. Our conversation was very broad, it was clear, and when I called Mr. D. Cancalo, and when you pick up the phone, he recognized my voice immediately. He said, oh, Mr. Editor. So I said, Papi, I'm not editor, I'm your son. He said, but I know what you're calling me for. D. Cancalo be a veteran politician. You know when somebody plays call early in the morning, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, you know there is something behind it. He said, my son, I know what you're calling me for. Now, why I'm calling you Mr. Editor? So what do you want to hear about the Mopo project? And I said, yes. He said, okay, tell the Sapo people, the Mopo project, money is with me. He don't say the money with me. They say the Mopo project, it is true that we carry out the Mopo project. We never implement a project due to all of issue. And I asked him, what was the issue? He said that at the time when they were buying the cement, in fact, he said that while asking the question, how did you get the money? He said he was serving at the time as the chairman of the board. And it was a unanimous decision made by the entire USSA. A unilateral decision made by all the people in America to carry out projects, not only for normal people, but for the Drason people, to buy chairs. And the mandate that was given to them and to him was to buy the chairs. To buy the chairs and give it to the Drason people. And also buy the cement and give it to the normal people. The mandate was given not to give a cash to any of them. Then I asked him a question. I said, if you said that you want to buy the cement for the Mopo community, and we have people that have to go all the way to Liberia and to Sino, how do you expect the Mopo community to carry over 200 bags of cement to Sino? Welcome, Mr. Porukalo. How do you expect the Mopo people to carry the cement to Sino? And he said, if the time reaches, they were going to work out to get the cement transported in Sino. He just did more community, the chairman at the time, which he mentioned the chairman name, but I just forgotten the chairman name because I worked when I made the call. He said the chairman at the time told him that the road was spoiled. The road was not in a good condition. It was a rainy season. And so they were kind of delay. And so they were having no option but to beg to put the cement in the warehouse. So then I asked him, I said, so the project is a mobile project, but it's a project that is carried out by the United Support Association in the America, the USAA. So it is our project. Although you are saying, if the mobile people ready, you are ready to give the semen. Are you sure that if the Sapo people who have the project, because we can divert that project to any other team until the mobile can be ready and rewrite us about different projects, then we can come in. But for now, if the Sapo people ready for their semen, to carry on different development, will you be waiting to give the semen? And Mr. Carlos said yes. At any time, at any movement, if the Sapo community ready for their semen, in fact, today he vowed to be on my show, but he said he can only spend 10 minutes because he will be busy 5 o'clock, which is Liberian time, 12 o'clock. But we have gone against that time now, almost 6 something Liberia. And so he said he want to be on my show to also explain all of things, but we shouldn't politicize everything. The semen, if the Sapo community want the semen, anytime they want it, they should reach him. And they shouldn't reach him secretly. They should reach him publicly, meaning that they should do written communication or call him directly, and it should be done by the executive. We don't want few people going in the corner and calling him and doing different things by themselves. And so we want to inform the public here today that Mr. Deacon Carlo is willing to give the semen back. But what I asked him was, did you receive the 3,500 in cash? But then he never understood me, and he continued to talk about this, and I don't want to cut him off. But the bottom line here is, he agreed that if we're ready for our semen, he will be able to give our semen any time that we call for it. So, Mr. President, the government, the present administration, you are listening. The semen is ready. If it is not for Norfolk people, this can be used for another people. We have an ongoing development right now.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's Samuel Shekpeh ranting and telling us that after attacking Mr. Esoteric for 1 year, he only came out later to tell us that Mr. Esoteric is innocent. And now he is accusing another noble man in our community, that is Mr. Deacon Carlo. According to Samuel Shekpeh, he came without evidence, and now he has accused another man in the community. But he is accusing people, but he has our money. Samuel Shekpeh cannot pay $100. He went to North Dakota last convention. He did not pay a dime. He was in the hall. He went in there without paying. So since Samuel Shekpeh is going on campaign and going after people that owe us, and that's why I am joining Samuel Shekpeh, saying he is the town crier. If you are the moral town crier, then you cannot be indebted to us. You have to be clear before you can go after other people. So Samuel Shekpeh should pay our $100. Let's start with him first. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Samuel Shekpeh and Robert Tuba, because he was the Secretary General. Honor Robert Tuba. All right. So Samuel Shekpeh and Robert Tuba, they went into our account against the Constitution, and they took $3,000 from there. Samuel Shekpeh and Robert Tuba got to pay that money too before Samuel Shekpeh can come on Facebook to tell us. Samuel Shekpeh told us that it was an executive decision going in our account, which is against the Constitution. The Constitution says that you can only go in our account to take $500. The president can do that. The national president and the local president can take $500 without board approval. Samuel Shekpeh admitted that the executive of Minnesota, they put together, including him, they went against the Constitution. They took $3,000. So Samuel Shekpeh also owed $3,000. So if you add the $100, that's $3,100. Samuel Shekpeh got to pay us before you come on the internet to go after people. Okay? Samuel Shekpeh also and Robert Tuba, they gave I think, yeah, he's part of that chapter. I think, no, he was still in power. They gave Robert Tuba $500 to go purchase back to school supplies for our children. Robert Tuba ate the money. And so Samuel Shekpeh is not going after Robert Tuba. He is quiet about that. He is not going after Robert Tuba for the $3,000 they took from the account. He's not going after himself for not paying the $100. He is not going after himself for taking $3,000 from our account. But Samuel Shekpeh is on the internet and running a buka cavity and calling people they are stealing, they are rogues. But he himself is the man. Samuel Shekpeh got to be dealt with first. When I say these things, Samuel Shekpeh gets angry. He goes after my family. I'm not going after Samuel Shekpeh family. No, they are decent people. I didn't do that. That is what lesser intellectuals do. They will leave the subject and they will go after people. But Samuel Shekpeh is not going to go scot-free with all the money he has. The $100 in North Dakota, the $3,000 that they took from the account, and the $500 that they gave Robert Tuba, which were not used for the intended purpose. Samuel Shekpeh then got to account for that money first before he will come around and start attacking people. Now, the great man who fought for the liberation of Liberia, the indigenous people, Mr. Samuel Shekpeh has indicted the man. The man has $3,500 for us, according to Samuel Shekpeh. But he himself has not paid. So this is it. This is the double standard we have. Yes. Samuel Shekpeh, make sure again and take care of the money that I just named before you start going after people. Address the issue. If you think you mean well for the union, start from your chapter first. All the money you got, that's a lot of money. 3,000, you added the 3,500 plus your $100 at 3,600. You guys got to address that first. Once you are clear, we see a document from maybe the board and say, oh, Samuel Shekpeh pay, or the financial team and say Samuel Shekpeh, Minnesota is clear, then of course you can do that. Samuel Shekpeh got to also go after the national president. He says he wants to retrieve the asset of the United Southwest Association. Samuel Shekpeh took $3,000 illegally. The national president accepted that money. Samuel Shekpeh is not going after him. Samuel Shekpeh is not going after the national president for collecting contribution from the members, and he had not made a report to us. He had not gone after the president. Sorry, guys, it's a technical problem there. Samuel Shekpeh has not gone after the national president. He said, Mr. President, I'm advocating for transparency. I'm making sure everybody is clear in the union. So we gave you money. You are not made a report to us. You got to make a report to us and see how much the people gave you and what you did with the money. These are things Samuel Shekpeh got to be doing, but he is supporting the national president. If the president is going wrong, he's not saying anything. If the own chapter, they are into corruption, he's not saying anything about it. But then he's pointing a finger at other people. You see, he's not even pointing a finger at himself. How he said that he can't pay $100. The elders in the union who are not working, they even pay to go in the hall. Or your man, he can't afford to pay $100. But then he's attacking people. How I just look at the young man, $3,000 you guys went and took from our account. And Samuel Shekpeh on internet attacking people. All right, now that's something. So I'm joining the brother to retrieve our asset. I'm joining Samuel Shekpeh. But my campaign should be, I'm starting with Samuel Shekpeh himself and his Minnesota chapter. Okay? The guys that were in power doing his administration, the guys that took the money, including Samuel Shekpeh, they got to pay that money before Samuel Shekpeh can come here. When he was a secretary for that chapter. So Samuel Shekpeh got to deal with those things for it. Okay, that's the campaign for the retrieval of the USA. I have joined Samuel Shekpeh to retrieve our asset. I think that's a noble cause. But instead of, in the case of Samuel Shekpeh, he's starting with other people. But my campaign is, let's start with you first, sir. You can't start with other people. Let's start with you first. Okay? And so that's my campaign. Before I go to the next thing, let me reiterate. Samuel Shekpeh got to pay our $100 for evading payment at the gate. Number two, Samuel Shekpeh and Robert Tuba and the administration at the time, Samuel Shekpeh said the executive, they made a decision to take $3,000 against the Constitution. Samuel Shekpeh and his team, they got to pay that $3,000. They also have to hold Robert Tuba accountable for the $500 that he misused that was intended for the children. Samuel Shekpeh got to go after his boss man. Okay? That's where I started my campaign. Okay? Once the things are clear, then now we can go after other people that owe us. Once Samuel Shekpeh is clear and his chapter is clear, then of course I will join in to go after other people. But in as much he exonerated Issa Sabwe, who he accused for years, and he said, oh, the man is free, we have to start with the man himself. Okay? Once Samuel Shekpeh declares himself free by paying the money, then of course I will start paying more attention to other people. All right? Let's see. Now go to the next one. If you are just on the platform, welcome. Welcome board. This is the Voice of Sound, where we do justice to everybody. We are doing justice to Samuel Shekpeh. Samuel Shekpeh owes us. You cannot be indebted to the people. You cannot be the town crier. And then you are owing us. No, sir. We will not allow that to go. Now, what I just told you, the next one is called the future of USAA is in grave danger. If the power people discrimination and naked tribalism of Samuel Shekpeh is now named in the bud by President G. Kodrio. What is Darke Saryorpodeh talking about? The future, again, I repeat that, the future of the United Saryorpodeh Association is in grave danger. If the negative tribalism and the discrimination of Samuel Shekpeh are not dealt with, if President Gio does not come out to condemn the tribalism and the discrimination of Samuel Shekpeh, United Saryorpodeh Association is in serious trouble. It's in serious trouble. I know the president would not speak to Samuel Shekpeh. After all, Samuel Shekpeh is the oracle for him. You know, the oracle is the mouthpiece or something. So the oracle is the mouthpiece of the God. So Samuel Shekpeh is the mouthpiece of the national president. So when he is doing wrong, when the young man is going against the Constitution, is bringing noise in the union, is discriminating, attacking people, the president is quiet. When one person comes on and says something, you see, I am speaking, I'm about to address the issue now because I have addressed a lot of issues in the past. But then the president ignored me. Then the very things that I addressed in the past, these things, they started materializing. Now the president was forced to condemn one person. So again, another wrong step has been taken. Again, Darke Saryorpodeh is the sage of the Sabo people, or if you like, of Sano County. I'm the sage. When I'm saying sage, I mean the wise man. I know what will happen in the future when I see it happening. We spoke against things that will create problem in the future. We spoke, Samuel Shekpeh and other guys who were doing it. We spoke to them, we urged the president, we urged the national president to speak, and he ignored us. Until somebody came public and went ballistic on one of the females before the president was forced to speak up. So now Samuel Shekpeh is giving birth to another divisive baby. He is giving birth. He has started another campaign. Okay? And see, I think the president got to deal with it immediately before it goes any further. What am I talking about here? Again, I don't say stuff because I feel like it. I got evidence to prove that. So now, let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh. Then we'll look at the Constitution here. Because my own, again, I make legitimate arguments. I don't just make arguments because I want to come here and talk. All right? So let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh. And then we'll look at our documents and I will make some analysis. Okay? I will give you what I say when I say if Samuel Shekpeh's issue is not addressed, it will create problem. The future of the United Saryorpodeh Association is in grave danger. Let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh here.
I sound in my broadcast. In my podcast, I stated so many times, we invite people from our neighboring county, like Grand Gillette, Grand Crew, Grand Bar.
We invite people from neighboring county. Again, the tribalism and the division is just beginning. Just listen, okay? That's tribalism. Okay, I'm not against tribalism. They're called negative and positive tribalism. Samuel Shekpeh is the epitome, is the example of negative tribalism. And the negative tribalist, like I already said on the platform, the negative tribalist is the one that divides people. And Samuel Shekpeh is a negative tribalist. The positive tribalist is the one which Dr. Saryorpodeh is. I want all the tribes to be united, all the people to be one block. That's a positive tribalist. I'm a positive tribalist, whereas Samuel Shekpeh is a negative tribalist. And so you go about to hear the negative tribalism from Samuel Shekpeh. Just listen, okay?
To participate in this organization. The organization is a non-governmental organization. It's a kind of NGO. So we incorporate any Liberians to come. But then we don't tolerate people that will come in this organization that will cause division. And that where malice and free must stand. And where malice and free must stand. You know, our people have a power.
Okay, it said malice infringement is the guy who causes confusion. And the only reason why the guy says that is because I exposed him. Okay, I just played the audio where he was pointing out Mr. Carlo. Okay, you see, after attacking Esoteric, he came back after a year of attacking Esoteric. He came back to us and said Esoteric is a free man. Okay. And I did that video. I said, okay, let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh himself. After attacking a noble, innocent man, after attacking the man, he did not apologize to him. And said, Mr. Sabwe, I was wrong for a year to attack you. But I've discovered who has our money or who has the cement money or whatever you. The Mapo people money. Who has it? I discovered the person I wrongly accused you, so I want to apologize to you. He did not do that. Even though Samuel Shekpeh knows who has the Mapo people money, up to now, Samuel Shekpeh and his crew on his show, they are still attacking Esoteric. Okay? All right. So now, the same man is now saying, so after I pointed out the blunder he made, he's angry. He is angry. And that's why now he is about to preach tribalism because I expose him. My job here, I don't care whether you preach negative tribalism. My job here is to tell you the right thing. If you are wrong, I will point it out. If you are correct, I will highlight it. That's why when you went to North Dakota, the job you did there, I acknowledge it. You did a good job by recording. That was fantastic. But you are wrong, Samuel Shekpeh, to enter the hall without paying your $100. You see? So I'm not biased. I acknowledge you, and then I'll tell you your flaws. Okay? So you went after Esoteric, and you were wrong, and I pointed out that. And I said, Samuel Shekpeh, apologize to the man. You refused to do so. And I told the people that I play yourself. I said, oh, Samuel Shekpeh said the person who has our money now is Mr. Carlos. So Mr. Carlos got to pay our money. Samuel Shekpeh is angry. That's how you put there is the Confucianist. How am I causing confusion here? How is that Saryorpodeh the Confucianist? The man who is asking Samuel Shekpeh to do the right thing. And he said, I'm a Confucianist. All right, let's listen to the brother.
And they have certain leave. And I will just speak it in our dialect, and people who have the ear will listen. The Bible says, Blalakomu, Blalakomu. And when Andre, Blalakomu, and when Andre.
Okay, the tribalism about to start. Blalakomu, and when Andre. Okay, the man, he knows parables. You see, this division, these negative tribalists, they will give you all sort of analogies, all sort of parables to make their point, okay? So he's about to give you a parable so that he can push a philosophy of negative tribalism. Just listen to him.
You know, that leaf, you can only find it on the water. 50% of that leaf is, exposed to the sun. And 50% of that leaf is also exposed to the water. So people always wondering whether this particular leaf is swimming or it is, catching sun.
Okay, that's negative tribalism coming out now. Okay, he gave us parable. The leaf, one part of it is exposed to the water, and the other one is exposed to the sun. So it's 50-50. So Dr. Saryorpodeh is not fully sample. Okay, that's the drawing here. It's a negative traveler. He divides people. Okay, That's what I do. You are not going to get it from me. You are going to get it from Samuel Shekpeh himself. All I'm doing is to accentuate. All I'm doing is to emphasize his negative tribalism. That's what I'm doing. I will just make it clear to you all. If you don't catch it, I will highlight it to you. That's what I do. Okay? So let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh with the negative tribalism.
And how we found all of people in this union that Madison Freeman. He needs to define his role.
Okay? So again, the leaf is exposed, one to the water and one to the sun. Okay, so people that Darke Saryorpodeh or Madison Freeman, they are not holistically supple. You know, that's the negative tribalism the brother preaching. He's not holistically supple. But let's listen to me. Just follow the brother closely. I'm gonna make sure. Normally, what I do is I do give you a build the premise. Okay, I lay the premise for you, and then I will butcher Samuel Shekpeh. Not disrespectful way, but intellectually and giving the evidence. Okay, that's what I'm about to do. Yeah, listen.
You cannot be a 50% Grandidian and 50%. You can be 50% Grandidian and 50%.
Okay, you see, he's struggling. See, that's a negative tribalism. He's struggling to say he can be 50% Grandidian and 50% Supple man. See, that's a negative tribalism coming up. It's coming up. He's struggling now. He want to correct himself, but it's late already, brother. The message is out. That's how you put out cut that already. That's how you put it. It's not holistically Supple. So you say, well, it's the whole Supple man. Okay, you listen to our brother here. All right.
It's Suppolian, but if your entire issue with honor mind will cause division for this organization, you are not doing any help. You don't do any.
The only division that Samuel Shekpeh sees from Darke Saryorpodeh is that I exposed him. I asked him to apologize to Mr. Esoteric. I asked Samuel Shekpeh to pay our $100. I asked Samuel Shekpeh to pay the $3,000 they took from our account illegally. That's the division Darke Saryorpodeh is the confusion you're talking about here. I'm telling Samuel Shekpeh to do the right thing, and you say, oh, you are causing confusion. I should leave him to go free he can attack other people, but you don't expose him. That's a bad thing Darke Saryorpodeh doing. Samuel Shekpeh, this is the moral voice of Sarno County. Where I'm going to make sure when others are timid and terrified, and they are chicken-headed, I'm not. I'm going to expose you, brother. So as you make your videos and you put out those gibberish and they can catch you, I will expose you to the global community. All right? I will expose you.
Any good for us. You are not promoting this organization.
Darke Saryorpodeh is not doing any good. Okay, let's look at it this way. The man who went in the hall and paid $100 and the guy who went in the hall who did not pay $100, who is doing good? Is that Darke Saryorpodeh or Samuel Shekpeh? Samuel Shekpeh did not pay. We need money to take care of our people back home. But Samuel Shekpeh said, I am the one, I'm not doing good. Darke Saryorpodeh did not go into his account to illegally take $3,000. But Darke Saryorpodeh is the bad man. Samuel Shekpeh and Robert Tuba and others, the one that took $3,000. But that is not bad. That is good. Darke Saryorpodeh is the bad man. Come on, people. Who exposed the United Supple Association to the global community? It's Darke Saryorpodeh Esoteric. Before Samuel Shekpeh even came to start having a live talk show, I had the Supple Nation. It was on the platform where I promote the United Supple Association and the people of Sarno County holistically. I expose the good ones and showcase the good ones, or the bad ones. I expose the bad ones and showcase the good ones. Everywhere President Gio went, I advertise it. But Darke Saryorpodeh is not doing anything. He's not doing anything in the word of Samuel Shekpeh. Samuel Shekpeh. Again, William Caleb Bryan was right. True crush to earth will rise again. You can lie on Darke Saryorpodeh all day. Your lies will be plummeted. It will be put back in their base where it came from. Okay? You're a liar. So let's listen.
But you are causing division.
Darke Saryorpodeh is not promoting. Darke Saryorpodeh is not promoting the organization. Who is doing the promotion? Somebody here following me that Darke Saryorpodeh is not promoting. I'm the most robust member of the United States Apostles. You know how President Gideon identified me? It was based on my job in this chapter. When I met President Maya Global, when she asked me to do anything, I execute a command. And that's how all the members said, no, this guy is great. Even President Gio, when you are forming a cabinet, he said, no, the people oppose me. But he said, no, the guy, he does his job. I cannot listen to you guys. And that's how I was appointed as a national publicity chairman. It was based on my production. It's not because I just sit around. Has Samuel Shekpeh served on the national administration before? Has he occupied at the national level of position? No. But that's how you put it. It's not productive. I would say a productive man is serving on the national administration. Or he served there. And because of the president's own blunder, the man he has to resign. I promoted President Gio. Everywhere he went, he went to Canada. I wrote an article. Anywhere he went, he was in Liberia. I was relaying the whole program from Liberia in the U.S. He said, Darke is not promoting the organization. Samuel Shekpeh, I will expose you, brother. I will expose you. And later on, you're coming back. He said, Darke, I will prove it to you that I'm superior. I'm not here to kind of yell like you do. You attack people. You yourself, I will deal with. I'm not going to anybody. You go to my family. All you want to do, that's your business. That's childish to me. I will deal with what you put out, your own words.
You are always causing problem in this organization. Your intimidation tactics cannot work.
Again, the division that is causing is to expose Samuel Shekpeh. Is to expose Paul Carlo. Is to expose Dave Cooley and others who are contributors on his show. When he is saying wrong things, they are supporting him. They are supporting him. But when I expose those people, well, I mean, you know the thing, Saryorpodeh. Saryorpodeh is not somebody who is timid, who is afraid. So I don't care how big you are. I respect you. I respect people, but I'm not going to be afraid to expose you. Yes. So Dave Cooley and others, they will go and be on a Samuel Shekpeh and they're attacking people. And then when I say it, Saryorpodeh is causing confusion. I will say that you're president of one of the chapters in the union. And then you are on Samuel Shekpeh show and say, you know what? We'll smear people character, and then it will come up. And then I point out and say, you can't do that, Mr. President. Mr. President, as a matter of fact, apologize on behalf of Samuel Shekpeh. Send you a contributor on his show. He attacked Isha Sabwe and he refused to apologize. Do the honorable thing. Dave Cooley refused to do that. But Dr. Saryorpodeh is the problematic man. Let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh.
The Sapo organization is bigger than you. The Sapo people are bigger than you. And we are fearless. We are fearless. We can stand.
I have no doubt about that. The organization is bigger than me. And why you say intimidate, I don't intimidate anybody, nowhere. All I do is to point out the flaws in your arguments. That's what I do. I don't intimidate people. But intimidation, if you mean pointing out your flaws, your defective arguments, then of course I intimidated you with logic. That's if you want to call it out. Yes, that's intimidation. Because if you are arguing with somebody with superior logic, then to understand it's an intimidation to you. But I don't intimidate anybody. People that know me, I'm a kind of cordial guy, and I'm affable, easygoing. I'm not very, respectful man. Yes. But if you are doing the wrong thing, you will see the other side of esoteric. That's what I mean esoteric, which means understood by the chosen few. If you don't understand me, you say, oh, he's a bad man. No, I'm not. I'm the funniest and the nicest young man you ever find. Yes. I'm not cantankerous like Samuel Shekpeh and preaching naked tribalism. So let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh tribalism. It about to get very serious, okay?
Any tension for anywhere. The Liberian people know us, who we are, and where we stand for. What we stand for, they know that. They know who we are, they know what we stand for. We are fearless kind of group of people.
So Samuel Shekpeh is telling Sapo people are fearless people. Okay, that's Saryorpodeh. It's not Sapo. Okay, that's the negative tribalism, the division he preaching. Okay, that is not a regular Sapo man. And we, the Sapo people, we are fearless, and so we'll take it to your crown man. You, the crown man, will come into you. We're not going to be afraid. It's a tribalism that my brother is preaching here. So again, this is called exposing the negative tribalism of Samuel Shekpeh and the discrimination. Okay.
And so your scare tactics that you take from Grand Jide, Madison Freeman, your scare tactics that you take from Grand Jide.
Your scare tactics that you took from Grand Jide, man, just say take, the scare tactics you took from Grand Jide. Yeah, I understand again, Samuel Shekpeh is a negative tribalist. So Grand Jide people now, they are people that intimidate people. Okay, see, a whole group of people Samuel Shekpeh has used. He is now using one guy out of the same. So it like right now, Samuel Shekpeh is on the internet and making allegations against people. And I'll come here and say, Samuel Shekpeh, because Samuel Shekpeh is the Sapo man, all the Sapo people can make allegations against people. So Samuel Shekpeh now used, he said that Saryorpodeh is intimidating people. So Grand Jide people, they can intimidate people. You see the negative travel, listen to God preaching? I will expose the brother. Just listen. It can't get serious. Just listen.
That you're breaking in the Sapo Union to devour our organization.
You're scared that you talk from Grand Jide? You see the man? The man himself, he has a child by Grand Jide. But then the man now profiling people from Grand Jide. Okay? Samuel Shekpeh has a child from a lady from Grand Jide. But when he gets on the show, the guy doesn't think properly. He even profiling his own child. That's how serious it led to the guy. He doesn't care when he gets to his tribalism. He doesn't care. He can profile his own family, his own girlfriend. He doesn't care.
It is not accepted in our union. You have preached so many politics. You are talk against other leaders in the Grand Jide setting. You are there so many things.
Yeah, he said Darke Saryorpodeh has preached so many politics. Has Darke Saryorpodeh preached politics? Yes. But you have to understand there are two that, to be dualistic here, our job dichotomize the politics. You got the diabolical politics and you have the humane politics. I'm the guy who preaches humane politics. I don't preach diabolical politics. Okay, Samuel Shekpeh again is the diabolical politician. I am the humane guy who is the kind politician. What I do in my politics is to preach the interests of the people. So now let me give you an example. When the convict in Sano County, Milton Tiaji, when he ate over 4 million of the people of Sano County money, we brought it to the global community. We were happy when the guy was declared guilty. Guess what? Samuel Shekpeh is angry for Tiaji Ben. He's a supporter of Tiaji. That's about politics. Tiaji wrote a bill to take Sapo people land. Samuel Shekpeh is supporting Tiaji. But then he said that is the one that preaching biopolitics. I would say that somebody who is against, now you are saying Darke Saryorpodeh is not a Sapo man. And that's how Saryorpodeh is always advocating for the Sapo people. And you say you're the real Sapo man, but you are preaching against the people interests all the time. But then I'm the one that preaching biopolitics. You see, this is what these liars do. They want to turn logic upside down. But Samuel said, well, I don't think you have sat in logic class before. Okay, I'm a student of philosophy, and logic is part of philosophy. So you cannot turn logic upside down, and you want me to look at it go scot-free. No, sir. You are playing in my area. Okay. I would say that you are fighting Mr. Zaza, who is seeking the interest of the people, and you are supporting Tiaji. But then Darke Saryorpodeh is the bad man who supports Mr. Zaza. Okay, those that ate our money, Darke Saryorpodeh is on their back. They'll lead us in the county. Tiaji denied our student scholarship. Samuel Shekpeh is supporting him. I'm against him. So you see the politics, my politics is positive. But Samuel Shekpeh politics is inimical. Okay? It's inimical. A young Sapo guy had a vehicle accident. They're saying to Ghana he was suffering. We made a case to, I think it was then, if I'm not mistaken, Obaku administration or so, or under President Dio, I think one of them. Okay, and $500 was sent to help that guy. Samuel Shekpeh is angry. Why they did that? Samuel Shekpeh, these are things that I support. I support the idea of helping the national president, the former president, Mr. Obaku, when he went to Liberia and he got sick. We came back, we put together and gave $3,000. Samuel Shekpeh said, why they did that? You see, these are the kind of politics I preach. Positive politics. You mean politics. But Samuel Shekpeh said, that's a bad thing I'm doing. That's a bad thing. So let's listen to our brother.
And even the Grandida people felt that the support organization trying to undermine the Grandida organization. No. It is your own son, that Saryorpodeh Malese.
You see, the man is going as far as lying on the Grandidians. You see, when I told you guys many times, Samuel Shekpeh's show is called a lies talk show. Nowhere, no Grandidian has said what he just said. That Dr. Saryorpodeh tried to break the organization down. He didn't cite anybody. You see, that's what liars do. They don't give you evidence. They just make random statements, okay? And that's what the guy is. He's just lying. Grandida people, they say they're trying to divide our organization. Who the Grandidian has said that? Dr. Saryorpodeh doing the Grandidian campaign. Our campaign, because again, I'm a like President Weah, right? I'm a feminist in chief of the community. So I look at the two candidates during the campaign, Madam Idepoa and Mr. James Yubote. I look at the two people, their performance. I look at their history. I look at what they're doing. I look at their platforms. And my decision was Idepoa had a better platform than Mr. James Yubote. And I made my case. Anyhow, the people went with James Yubote. So it's not a division you have to take a side in every political campaign. But Samuel Shekpeh said, if you take a side, then you are causing division. That's all I did. I ran a campaign for my candidate. At the time, the supporters of James Yubote, they were making the same argument that Samuel Shekpeh is making now. Tribalism. Idepoa she's a Sapo woman. Darke Saryorpodeh is a Sapo. So anywhere I go now, the people say the guys are so lazy. They can't debate the issue. When you corner them, then they call you. They start throwing the tribal card. So it's the same thing when I corner my man Vlendi at the time, who was the show, colloquial show. When I corner the man, the owner come by was that man a Sapo man. He not voting in our election. Samuel Shekpeh has turned around and say that man from Grandida. You see, when you have superior logic, when you have superior argument, you have superior evidence. That's what people do. The result of fallacy called to the man, we should call a harmony, and that's what you guys know. All right, let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh. He say that the Crown people say, or the Grandida Association say, Darke Saryorpodeh come and break that down.
From Grandida, who is playing that particular corner role.
It is your own son. Darke Saryorpodeh is not a son of the Sapo man in the Sapo tribe. He's a son of the clan, okay? Grandida. Your own son. That's Samuel Shekpeh was. I'm not making anything up. Your own son. I'm just telling you, this is the naked tribal lesson. While we are preaching out of us for all the tribes to be one, I will come after we finish listening to Samuel Shekpeh nonsense. I will give Samuel Shekpeh some education. The role that the Grandidians have played in the survival of the United Sapo Association. I will give you that lecture.
To be Sapo man and honor my Grandida organization at the same time.
Man is free for Grandida. The guy's so funny. He's just lazy. This is a lazy intellectual. I don't know whether he should be called intellectual. No, he's not.
Causing division and chaos within our union. And I will point out.
Pretend to be Sapo man and honor my Grandida organization. Honor my somebody. What am I doing? Samuel Shekpeh bring a better argument, man. Let me think a little bit. What you are doing here, you are throwing what we call intellectual 10-point drum. That's what you are throwing here. You know, the little child when they verse, they just throw it in here, right? Now what you doing, brother? You are not making any argument.
To some of his behavior, so that you will see. For me, I call him.
Darke Saryorpodeh, the people are seeking after. Anybody you form a team right now in the Sapo Association, you don't have that Saryorpodeh, then your team is incomplete. But the mayor said the mayor causing confusion. How is it that the people are pursuing the mayor of the people? And the brother said, I call it the people are something wrong with them. They will be coming after Darke Saryorpodeh to occupy position when he is a troublemaker. Who does that? Come on, brother. You bring something for me to think a little bit more. I'm not impressed.
In the Institute of Insult.
All right, so Samuel Shekpeh said Darke Saryorpodeh is the Institute of Insult. Institute of Insult. Anytime you expose Samuel Shekpeh or his candidates that he supports, when you expose their bodies, then you are insulting them. Okay? You are insulting them. I look at he was playing a post that I wrote. All right. He read it to you the other day on his show. He read a post. And there is not one word he pointed out that I insulted him on a college, but he did not highlight one word. The only thing he said was the man, he said, College is laughing to Milton Tiaje. The guy does not know the difference between, for example, I'll just give you an example, right? He doesn't know the difference between an allegation and insult, okay? Or a factual claim and insult, okay? I wrote that, and that piece was written anecdotally, okay? It was written anecdotally. But the guy does not understand these basic political exercises. He doesn't understand that. I wrote that piece anecdotally, and I gave you the information that percolated in our political situation room at the time. And the information, when it was put out, it wasn't refuted. The candidate against whom the allegation was made did not refute that. Samuel Shekpeh said, for the father, Darke Saryorpodeh said that Madam Saryorpodeh has an affair with Milton Tiaje. That's an insult. So anytime you say that Polo Kala, for example, has an affair with somebody, that's an insult. You are insulting that person. If your girlfriend or somebody or boyfriend or somebody, is that an insult? How do you understand the expression when I say a boyfriend or girlfriend? Okay? How do you interpret that? That could be interpreted so many ways. If a man and a woman, they are friends, they are boyfriends, you call them boyfriend or girlfriends. Okay? But Samuel Shekpeh, when you say these things, Samuel Shekpeh does not do any analysis. And the very post that Samuel Shekpeh himself read to us, if you go on it, what I wrote, Samuel Shekpeh supported it. But he dodged a part of his own comment. He dodged it. He didn't say anything about it. He dodged it. So that's what liars do. They cherry pick. They don't give you all the facts. He read my statement. He didn't see no curse inside. He didn't see any curse in my statement. So what he did was he went to Basilio Zaza. All right? He went to Basilio Zaza. Basilio Zaza is in the army and he's cussing people. How is it that you left me? Because you have no case to make in my argument, in what I said. So the next thing you're going to the next person. Okay? That's another fallacy right there. Yeah, if you leave what is obey, it's a red herring. That's another fallacy there. You take our attention from the issue and you go to another thing. That's what the guy was doing. I was just listening to him. He left the subject. Darke Saryorpodeh. You can't listen. The man was cussing women. He read it in, no insult in it, and you went to Basilio Zaza. So you see, the guy has no case against Darke Saryorpodeh. All right, he has no case. I can retrieve that same post right now and read Samuel Shekpeh's own comments on that. All right, he will. Let me give you a second because I don't like to make up things. Let me retrieve the post Samuel Shekpeh was reading so that we can read Samuel Shekpeh's comment on that. Okay, let's read. I don't want to lie to anybody. I will read Samuel Shekpeh's on comments. He cherry picked. Okay, he dodged why he supposed. He didn't read all the comments. He went to Basilio Zaza so that he can make a case. Okay. Let's find out. Let's find out real quick. Let me get to that quick. Give me a second here. We got. I'm not here to refuse Samuel Shekpeh. I'm not here to insult people like he does. He just insult people. All right, let's see. It's coming up quick right here. All right, but it's coming up. Samuel Shekpeh, this is what Samuel on the same post. Samuel Shekpeh did not read your own comment. Let me see. It's loading here. Camera taking a while to load. All right. Everything I said, Samuel Shekpeh supported it. But then he said, you know what? That's Saryorpodeh is rude. Even though he supported everything I said. I was just trying to get to that post. I think many of them. So let me get to the one that got the comments on it. Try to get to it. Give me a second here, please. Hopefully this. No, that's only one I want. All right, let's see here. This is coming out. These are the comments. The championship cherry pick. Let me see. Hold on. I just try to get all the comments loaded here so you can hear what he said. All right, let's see. Read a statement. I'll try to find some Shekpeh comments. Okay, he posted comments and he said it was me. I said no, I'm not the one that wrote those things, brother. Look at the name on the stuff that you're putting out. It's not me. Let me see. Some Shekpeh read one comment. He said it would be fair for Dr. Saryorpodeh Esoteric to post the entire conversation that took place between he and Forever rather than omitting his part and only posting one side of conversation. I didn't do anything like that. I posted all the comments, but anything, I just want to get to that comment. It's a lot of comments here. Let's see what he said here. He does your own thing. This is I don't insult people, but rather that what I told him because you were accusing me. I say I don't insult people, but rather I expose people. Then he said, Dr. Saryorpodeh, those coming from you, you cannot go into the woman box and insult her and then come on. I didn't do that. I'm telling the guy, I don't do that. I only expose people. I don't insult people, but he makes allocation 24/7. All right. I'm asking you to take down those posts. And I wanted to, let me see the one I wanted to read, his comment. You post a comment she wrote in your inbox. I don't know what you're talking about. The post is not okay. That's what Samuel Shekpeh wrote. That's why the post is not bad. Okay, the post is no. Let me read that. This post is not that bad. You see, the same post you are reading to you the other day, right? Samuel Shekpeh wrote on it. He said, "Oh, that's how Saryorpodeh insulted Saryorpodeh." And I have talked again. He wrote on it and said, the post is not that bad, but only by saying she is loving to Tiaji. She is someone married woman. Okay, so everything I said in that wasn't bad. It was good. Samuel Shekpeh has no problem with it. But the only thing that infuriated him is because Saryorpodeh is somebody else's wife, and I said she has. I even said girlfriend. I didn't say loving. Okay, so Samuel Shekpeh said because he twists my whole words around. Okay. I said girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay, girlfriend and boyfriend, that's what the words I used. But Samuel Shekpeh said loving. And I didn't use the words. And the man is saying, you know what? The post is not that bad. But then he turned around the same point where he said it's not that bad. He coming and reading the post to you and say it's bad. So Samuel Shekpeh is a contradiction. Their own words, okay? I mean, maybe you can see, I don't want to go through the whole thing and read. Samuel Shekpeh. So you read this. I don't want to do screen sharing. I can do all of that. So you see a post over there. Let me show it to you. The post is not that bad, but only by saying, you see, the post is not bad. But he came and Samuel Shekpeh is telling us, and he saw the people. The thing that he said is not bad, but he said that's rude. But he was saying two different things at the same. It's not bad and bad at the same time. Samuel Shekpeh. That's what he's telling us. So there's the same post you are reading. Now, let me get to the tribalism I was talking about, okay? I just trying to refute what Samuel Shekpeh said. I just refuted what he said. The post that he supported is not that bad, okay? But then he came and read it to the public. That Saryorpodeh is rude. He cussing the woman. He did not point out one insult in my post, okay? Everything I said in it, he supported everything. But the other part, he disagree with it. He say, oh, why I said girlfriend or boyfriend to TJ, something like that, all right? That's what Samuel Shekpeh has problem with. But you okay with everything? It's not that bad. Your post is not that bad. All right, now let's go to the tribalism of Samuel Shekpeh. Okay, I just play his tribalism, the video. Okay, those of you that just got on, I will play the video shortly. But let me deal with a couple of things here. All right, let me deal with a couple of things. The first thing, let's go into, for me, I don't just make random argument. So let's go into our constitution and see what it says when it comes to membership. Who are qualified, who are not qualified, and who can be members and who cannot be members, okay? Per the Constitution is not what Samuel Shekpeh is saying, not the tribalism of Samuel Shekpeh. Let's see what the Constitution says, okay, as it relates to the membership of the Sapo Association. So, Article 10 of the Constitution, membership, okay, it says here, there shall be 3 categories of membership. 1, full membership. 2, associate membership, and 3, honorary membership. Okay, these are the 3 categories per the Constitution. All right, then it goes on to explain the 3 categories. Okay, so you got section 2, full membership. On a full membership, it says full membership shall be accorded to all individuals of the Sapo ethnic group, their spouses. Okay, so Samuel Shekpeh, when it says spouses, it can be your husband or your wife. Okay, so full membership shall be accorded to all individuals of the Sapo ethnic group. All right, their spouses and children, their spouses and children who are residing in the United States of America. Okay, is Darke Saryorpodeh residing in the United States? Yes. Okay, so I qualify over there. All right. My parents, are then any of my parents they are Sapo? I think so. And so I'm still covered. Okay. Per the Constitution, I'm not just going back Samuel Shekpeh words. Okay. All right. So it goes on to say, spouses of individual Sapo indigene who are not Sapo people, who are not Sapo indigene, shall have the right to membership. Okay. I'll read that again. It's not even this one does not apply to me, but it applies to other people. Spouses, that is husband and wife, okay? Spouses of individual Sapo indigene, okay? When you say indigene, you're talking about the indigenous, the original, like Samuel Shekpeh, okay, that the original people. All right. So Samuel Shekpeh say your spouse, that means your wife or your girlfriend, basically, let's say your wife, okay? When the say you are your original Sapo man, your wife, what is she from? Lofa, what is she from? Grand Basso, what is she from? Nigeria, what is she from? Togo, what is she from? America, per your constitution, she also eligible to be member. Okay. Spouses of individual Sapo indigene who are not native Sapo indigene shall have the right to membership, vote, be eligible to hold positions. Okay. They go as far as saying they are eligible to hold position, they are eligible to vote, both elected and appointed. Those people can hold both elected position and appointed position. Okay, no restriction on that. By virtue of their full membership right in association. So let me read it in totality. Full membership shall be accorded to all individuals of the Sapo ethnic group, their spouses and children who are residing in the United States of America. Spouses of individual Sapo indigene who are not native Sapo indigene shall have the right to membership, vote, be eligible to hold positions, both elected and appointed, by virtue of their full membership right in the association. Okay, let's go to category 2. Category 2, Samuel Shekpeh, it says here, associate membership. Associate membership shall be accorded to individuals who are of non-native Sapo indigene, or individuals who do not have any ancestral link with the Sapo ethnic group, but who express interest to support the aims and objectives of USAA. Okay, associate members shall have the right to vote hold appointed positions, but shall not be eligible to contest for elected positions in the association. Okay, that's your constitution speaking. So the other time we're pointing out, for example, Mr. Carter, very active guy in the organization. He married to our daughter. Per our constitution, he's not an associate member. He's a bona fide member. He's a full member per the constitution. So Mr. Carter can run for position. He can have a appointed position. And he can run for office per the constitution because he married to our daughter. Okay, and so Mr. I got to explain this thing to you. So if you can marginalize me, who is next? I'm quite sure you will be coming after Mr. Carter pretty soon. Okay. Okay. And it said association members. Okay, let's read it. Associate members shall have the right to vote or upon the position, but shall not be eligible to contest for elected position in association. Okay, let's go to the third category. The third category says honorary membership, right? The honorary membership. Honorary membership shall be accorded to prominent and eminent individuals of the non-Sapo indigen, but who have expressed interest to identify with and support the aims and objectives of the association, either financially or morally. The membership committee shall recommend eligible individuals for honorary membership, and they shall become members upon approval by the board of directors. Okay, the board got to approve them. Okay, honorary members shall be eligible to vote, but shall not contest for elected positions and or hold any appointed positions in the association. The name of applicants for honorary members shall be submitted to the office of the national president. Okay, so this is your constitution speaking. So what you said earlier about, oh, the other person from Grand Jide and they are not full member, Darke Saryorpodeh from Grand Jide and da. Your constitution just contradicted you. Okay? Your constitution just contradicted you. Now, let's look at Samuel Shekpeh, what he's saying. He just profiled, not only Darke Saryorpodeh, he profiled. Okay, what Samuel Shekpeh said, he profiled a lot of people. So before I read the people that Samuel Shekpeh profiled, let's listen to him one more time. Okay, let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh, Naked Travel, listen one more time, and then I will tell you the people he profiled.
Last time in my broadcast, I stated so many times, we invite people from our neighboring county like Grand Jile, Grand Cru, Grand Basso to participate in this organization. The organization is a non-governmental organization. It's a kind of NGO. So we incorporate any Liberians to come. But then we don't tolerate people that will come in this organization that will cause division. And that where Madison Freeman stand. You know, our people have a parable. And they have certain leaf. And I will just speak it in our dialect, and people who have the ear will listen. The parable says, Blalakumu, and when I Andre, Blalakumu, and when I Andre. You know, that leaf, you only find it on the water. 50% of that leaf is, you know, exposed to the sun. And 50% of that leaf is also exposed to the water. So people always wondering whether this particular leaf is swimming or it is, you know, catching sun. And how we found all of people in this union, that Madison Freeman, they need to define its role. You cannot be a 50% Grandidian and 50%, you can be 50% Grandidian and 50% Sapolian, but if your entire issue with honor mind will cause division for this organization, you are not doing any help, you don't do any good for us. You are not promoting this organization, but you are causing division. You are always causing problem in this organization. Your intimidation tactics cannot work. The Sapo organization is bigger than you. The Sapo people are bigger than you. And we are fearless. We are fearless. We can stand any tension for anywhere. The Liberian people know us, who we are, and where we stand for. What we stand for, they know that. They know who we are. They know what we stand for. We are fearless kind of group of people. And so your scare tactics that you take from Grand Jide, Madison Freeman, your scare tactic that you take from Grand Jide, that you're breaking in the Sapo Union to divide our organization, it is not accepted in our union. You have preached so many politics. You are talk against other leaders in the Grand Jide setting. You are there so many things that even the Grand Jide people felt that the Sapo organization trying to undermine the Grand Jide organization. No. It is your own son, that Saryorpodeh Madison Freeman from Grand Jide, who is playing that particular corner role, pretend to be Sapo man and undermine Grand Jide organization, at the same time causing division and chaos within our union. And I will point out to some of his behavior so that you will see. For me, I call him the Institute of Insult.
All right. Samuel Shekpeh said Darke is the Institute of Insult. Okay, now let's look at the co-hosts on Samuel Shekpeh show, Paul Ukalo. Okay, these are the guys that are working with him. Samuel Shekpeh read my post the other day, right? I'll give you a lot of information here today, okay? He read my post, he didn't see insult in it, and he went to Basilio Zaza, okay? So Basilio is not a co-host on my show. And Basilio Zaza is one of the respectful guys that you will ever meet. Samuel Shekpeh would take one side of the story and just run with it, okay? He didn't look at the totality of the issue, what happened before Basilio said what he said, okay? And I'm not going to go into all of that right now. But what Samuel Shekpeh, he said that is the Institute of Insult. So let's look at the co-host on Samuel Shekpeh's show, okay? And see who is the real guy, okay? Samuel Shekpeh read my post. He did not see an insult in it. And you went to somebody else. So let's read Samuel Shekpeh co-host what he wrote. Okay, let's read that. I'm not here to make an allegation against anybody. I'll just read your own words. Okay, let's get to Paul Ukalo. That's the co-host for Samuel Shekpeh. Let's read a post. All right. Paul Ukalo wrote, ladies and gentlemen, listen, brace yourself for this. He said, there is nothing to play down when good men and women keep quiet by unknowingly elected Matthew Zaza, whose mouth are filled with lies and deceit. That Samuel Shekpeh co-host talking, okay, to Matthew Zaza, one of the eminent men in the Republic of Liberia, okay? Good for nothing old man who claimed to be a servant for the masses, okay? That Samuel Shekpeh co-host talking, Paul Ukalo, okay? He needs to be exposed for who he is. Very low life with tiny brains, okay? Paul Ukalo talking. It is time to stand up and confine him to the dustbin of history. All Matthew Zaza know is witchcraft and indecency, okay? Low-class man who can control his sexual appetite. Paul Ukalo talking, the co-host for Samuel Shekpeh, okay? He deserves no respect for being so cruel to our society. The worst part of it, he couldn't stop there. He sold his entire family to the dark world just to be popular and obtain government position. This is an old secret. This is an open secret, sorry. It doesn't need a rocket scientist to explain about this evil man called Zaza. What a shame and embarrassment to the Sapo land. All the calamity he caused on his entire family, he still poor in conditions among his colleagues. Since he got elected as a lawmaker, he has never been able to deliver any of the legislative function. That's a big lie, okay? Zaza has never, I said never in any meaningful way help to the people of ED3. Polu is a pathological liar, okay? In fact, where he even hails from, Vubadi, okay? Do your fat funny. The people in Vubadi, Their conditions are deplorable on a daily basis because of lack of safe drinking water. Okay, I don't know where Polu built a pump before. Okay, no hospital. Okay, no good school, no public latrine. All right, his father was superintendent. Drawson district is the poorest place you can think about. Okay, but he put him out. He insulted him Zaza. Okay, I mean everything just messes up. Just for you to know. So why I said that? Confused guys on social media singing for nothing praises as if to say Zaza is a real man for the job. You guys are all joker. He is a heartless. Okay, Paul still talking. He is the heartless man, a leader Sano County I ever had on the book. 40 plus years in government without any achievement. Like, look at our towns and villages be the joy. Zaza also lacks personal development. He is a stranger in his own land. Okay, these are all lies. Okay, no kitchen to sleep in. Okay, Polu is telling us that Mr. Zaza can sleep in his room. Okay, what a failed public service career of Zaza. What a shame to attribute buying babies tube and giving little 2 cents to those little girls around town as an achievement and legacy of Zaza. Okay, when you give scholarship to students, Polu said that's not a good thing. Something that his father did not do. All right, really shaking my head to those blind eyes loyally of Zaza. His crack head, okay, he left after insulting the Zaza, now in about to insult me. That's a co-host of Samuel Shekpeh. All right, that's a post. Samuel Shekpeh read my post the other day. You didn't see insult in it. His crackhead nephew Darke and his junior brother, okay, even he went as far as referencing my brother who was killed by Porukala himself. And he said that in his post. Listen to him. Junior Zaza were all on the street of Morovia April 6, 1996. 1996, Dr. Saryorpodeh was in my bro, okay? And September 18, 1998, okay, I was in Liberia 1998, but 96, I was in Liberia. Actively fighting along with General Toto Boom, okay, Kiba Jason. I don't know all these people you're talking about, okay, killing innocent people and looting. At the end result, his little brother Junior Zaza got killed by government forces. Okay, that was my brother who got killed. Polu is bragging about it on Facebook. My junior brother got killed by government forces. And who were part of the government forces? Polu Kala were part of the government forces. Okay, so he telling me that he killed my brother. All right, just listen to Polu Kala. That's a co-host of Samuel Shekpeh. Samuel Shekpeh did not condemn Polu action, not of the national president. That's what okay. All right. That first of all, think about your loose life you are living. Who is causing people? He said Dr. Saryorpodeh is insulting people. That's a co-host of Samuel Shekpeh. This is the man he is happy to be a co-host, and the man is addressing eminent people in our society. He is in cost. I have been talking to Polu here. I haven't insulted him. All I do is laugh when they say that stuff. Okay, all right. Or he thinks, okay, he said that first of all, think about your loose life you are living. Hey, you guys go without it. What? off of mute. All right, so sorry for that. Bring the kids at home, Corona. Okay, so guys, I was just reading Polo Color nonsense. Okay, he wrote the whole long thing and insulting Zaza, but Samuel Shekpeh is saying Darke Saryorpodeh is the rule man. Darke Saryorpodeh is the rule man, and he is a good guy. Okay, so this is say the guys will do everything else, but then they will put it on Darke Saryorpodeh. Okay. Daddy, yes. All right, guy. Hold on a second. Okay, so you seen what the guys are doing. They will cuss the elders. They will cuss everybody else. People that we respect in our community, everybody looks up to. These are the people the guys will insult. The national president will not say anything. I was even forced to devise a rebuttal because of what was going on. These guys are insulting people, and so the next show they will come and read my rebuttal to them. Because I'm not going to sit down and you keep insulting this man who has done nothing but to help your very self. You benefited from his disaster. But then they will get on Facebook and insult the man over and over and again. All I do is to debunk. Once I debunk whatever they say, then I'm the bad man. So Samuel Shekpeh said, I'm the rule man. But I just demonstrated that he co-host, including his very self. I can go to his own post that he insulted the same Matthew Zaza. Okay? But Darke Saryorpodeh is the one that insults people. All right? Now, Samuel Shekpeh just preached his tribalism to you. So now let's look at what Samuel Shekpeh is saying, other words, okay? I just read the Constitution, who is eligible and who is not eligible to be member of the organization, all right? Samuel Shekpeh is a tribalist, he's a negative tribalist, okay? And so he going negative, okay? So now, the negative tribalism of Samuel Shekpeh has obscured his mind, his thinking. Okay, so when your mind is obscured, you don't think properly. So as a consequence, what that means is Samuel Shekpeh profiled, like I already said, his own child, who is from Grand Judah. Okay, so per the argument, the tribal argument that Samuel Shekpeh is making now, that means his own child is not eligible to be a member of the organization. All right, because that crown man are from Grand Judah. Okay. That's how serious Samuel Shekpeh is with the tribalism. He will go as far as marginalizing his own offspring. Okay? That's how serious it is to him. And Samuel Collar, not Samuel Collar, but Polo Collar will be over there and listening to such nonsense. And they're supporting him. And regrettable of all is one of the chapter, the guy who represents one of our chapter, who is the president. Mr. Dave Cooley will be there and supporting such nonsense. Yes. And supporting some nonsense. The national chaplain will also go and participate and take part in some nonsense. The chaplain for our union, Mr. Carlo, who said he will pay Samuel Shekpeh $100 he owes us. Up to now, they are not paid. He hasn't paid. You see? So these are the guys. So let me go through a list here. Let me go through a list of people that Samuel Shekpeh, by the argument you are making, the tribal argument, all right? You will see the people that are affected. The national president of our union. What Samuel Shekpeh did was he profiled the national president children as well, because his children are not total disciple. Okay? So Samuel Shekpeh just profiled all those people. The children of the national vice president, Mr. Gostel's staffing children. Per the argument of Samuel Shekpeh, they are not Sapo people. And that's why I said the future of our union, because these people will eventually take over the union. All right? So let's go on. But Mr. Botujawi, who is a member of the board, his children, they are not for the Sapo. All right? Samuel Shekpeh profiled those people. Reverend John Bly, his children are not for the Sapo. The mother of Reverend John Bly, the girl lady, she's from Nima County. By virtue of Samuel Shekpeh argument, those people, they are not eligible. You see, that's the kind of negative tribalism the guys are preaching. And it's horrible. It's not going. If you think about it, this what I mean, like ethnic black or like that, one of the active members for the Delaware Valley chapter, very bright lady. Yes, I think she's an engineer. See, these are people that we are Francis Myers and others. They are bringing on board to help our union. But if you listen to naked traveler like Samuel Shekpeh, the union will just be in the backs of Samuel Shekpeh and Polu Kalo, so they can profile people. No progress should be made. Okay, these are the people. That's how they think. They are not thinking outside the box. They are thinking inside the box. And I always told you, don't think inside the box. As a matter of fact, break that back apart, the box, break it apart, burn it. Okay, you don't need to think outside the box, inside the box, because it limits your thinking. So you get rid of that whole box. Okay. So Samuel Shekpeh's argument, the tribal argument he's making, the children of Mr. John Black, Reverend John Black, they are not eligible to be members of the Sapo Association. James Yonte children are not qualified to be members of the association. Okay, per the argument, because the children are not for the chapel. Okay. Philip Roberts' children, they are not for the Sapo. Okay, that means he profiled those people as well. Mr. Juku Nyepan children, per the argument of Samuel Shekpeh, they are not eligible to be children, to members of the organization. Okay, President Francis Myers, per the argument Samuel Shekpeh making, she thought her mother is a crown woman. So President Myers should not be president in the first place per the argument of Samuel Shekpeh. Dave Cooley's wife, she's not a Liberian, as a matter of fact. So Samuel Shekpeh just profiled that very woman. But the Constitution says once you are a bona fide Sapo and your spouse, once you are bona fide, your spouse also eligible. But Samuel Shekpeh is a negative traveler, so he profiled any people directly or indirectly. Okay, Samuel Shekpeh profiled what by argument the vice president of Iowa chapter, Abel Morris, he profiled his children. His wife is not Sapo. Reverend two SWAT children, they are not fully okay Sapo. Samuel Shekpeh profiled those people. Okay, President Kolo children, his wife is not fully is not Sapo. Samuel Shekpeh profiled those. See, these are people that are holding the union up. People that are holding the union up, these are the people Samuel Shekpeh profiling. But the national president has no problem with this to denounce this guy. It's okay. That's why I said the future. If we maintain what we have right now, if we maintain President Gio with his oracle, Samuel Shekpeh, to be the mouthpiece for him, the union will go apart. Okay? President Kolo, I told you, Otavin Sampson himself is not a full Sapo guy. His wife is not this. I mean, Madam, like you said, Thomas Sampson, very hard-working lady. During the last convention, the woman was all over the place. By virtue of Samuel Shekpeh's argument, she's not eligible. She shouldn't be a member because she's not fully Sapo. That's how you put it. It's not fully Sapo. So it follows that all the other people that are not fully Sapo, Samuel Shekpeh is also referring to them. If you are not fully Sapo in the organization, according to Samuel Shekpeh, don't talk. Once you express your view, then you are causing division. Okay? So all the people, when they want to be members, they should just be quiet. Okay? Let's go ahead. I told you VP works Sapo already. Your wife and the children, they are not fully Sapo. Okay, they are not Sapo as a matter of fact. Madam Idepua, the woman who brought the union together when the organization was divided for 7 years, this is the woman that reconciled. She's a Pudu woman. By definition, by what Samuel Shekpeh said, the woman is not a member of the organization. Okay, then Samuel Shekpeh just profiled that whole woman. Okay, the woman that brought the organization together conducted the election that brought Obaku Yemba to power. Samuel Shekpeh said, the woman, she's a crown woman. Crown people, they are problematic people. You see, this is the man. If we listen, if President Gio does not do something about this guy, he will cause serious problem in the union. Okay? Mas Jadia children. His wife is not, it's a crown woman, Dean Jadia. Okay? Okay? Let's go ahead. Let's get the people that Samuel Shekpeh profile. I'm not going to, I just give you a little bit, just a tip of the iceberg. McCarvin and his children. Okay? Samuel Shekpeh just provided. McCarvin is one of the active members here. Okay? The incoming vice president for the national administration, William Manning, his wife is not Sapo, but Samuel Shekpeh is saying she's not eligible. All right. If we follow Samuel Shekpeh's logic, he travel in negative tribalism. Honorable Issa Sabwe's wife, hard-working lady. Samuel Shekpeh, she just profiled that woman. Okay. If you look at Nathaniel Gatte Jr., his children, he had the children by She's from Togo. Samuel Shekpeh just profile that woman, okay, or the children, okay, or Osiris Goa, okay. So I can go on. President Tuba himself, Robert Tuba, woman is not Sapo, but Samuel Shekpeh is making tribal arguments, okay. If we take these people, their children, these people are naming, we'll take them out of the organization, and their children, the United Tribal Association will fall, okay. So Samuel Shekpeh does not, the whole live talk show, they don't bring things to the discussion. They just make power. They just cuss people out. Okay, I can go on. Let's say, yeah, I just talk about Robert Tuba and his wife. I mean, not Robert Tuba and his example, but his children and his wife. Okay, Godwin Chenta, his children. Okay, Verma Smith, her son father is not Sapo. James Carlo, his wife is not Sapo. Samuel Shekpeh profiling all the people. Katrina Carlo, all these people. Katrina's husband is a Sapo crown guy, but these people are active in the union. They come to our convention, they came to our inauguration, they participate in meeting. But Samuel Shekpeh profiling all these people. Okay, I can go on. Hamilton Cooley. I can go on. His children. Let's say Milton Shekpeh children. The wife. See, a own brother, the man profile everybody because his tribalism doesn't make him to think. Okay, President Sam Youngler, he had children by black American woman. I can go on and on. Manakaja Billy, her child has been profiled by Samuel Shekpeh. So you see, these are the people I can go on and on and on. And this, I can sort of laughing about it. But if this is not addressed, it will be a serious problem in the union. President Dio cannot do pick and choose. Okay, he cannot take certain action and condemn them, and he look at the major ones and just ignore them. Not a statement that came from the national president when Polu Kalo, the statement that I just read, insulted one of the eminent men, the man who is in the interest of the people and fighting 24/7 for the survival of the Sapo people. They insulted the man, Polu Kalo, the national president were okay with that. No statement. This young man, again, who is the spokesman for him, Samuel Shekpeh, who is the spokesman for Grand Gideon, has now gone into negative tribalism and calling Grand Gideon people, they are Confucianists, they are this one, and all this. You see? And so this is why I'm here. I'm not here, again, do I support tribalism? Yes. But I am a positive tribalist, meaning that I want all the tribes to work together synergistically, that you work together in unison. But Samuel Shekpeh wants the tribe to be put apart. Once Darke Saryorpodeh is from Grand Gideon, and he has an opinion, and he speaks to Samuel Shekpeh on not paying him $100 as a Sapo man, and taking $3,000 from the chapter account when Saryorpodeh points out that he's a crown man, he shouldn't talk. You see, these are the people we have. It's unfortunate that President Dio is using this man as a spokesman. And that's why the prestige of our organization is going down. And somehow we cannot wait for this virus to be over so we can replace this man. Yes, we got to do that. It is obligatory that we do it because the fate of the union is at stake. All right? The fate of the union is at stake here. It's at stake. With this guy, unlike him, he attacks people, family. No, I'm not going to go. I know his family. They are very decent people. Milton Shekpeh, very decent guy. Madam Camden Ross, the chair lady. These are decent. So when Samuel Shekpeh is saying, because Darke Saryorpodeh has an opinion, so he covers the whole of people. He also the whole Grand Gideon. So I should make that same argument and say, because Samuel Shekpeh is on Facebook and going after people, so his family like that. No, I can't make that kind of argument. That's a petulant argument to make. That's an elementary and preschool argument to make. That's how people who don't have ideas, that's what they do. I'm not like that. I'm inundated with ideas. And so I cannot go after somebody's family member. I go after yourself. I point out your flaws. Okay? So now, to leave this segment, we want to make the call out to the national president to condemn Samuel Shekpeh's action. If President Dio does not put out a statement, that means he endorsed everything that Samuel Shekpeh is saying on his show. That's what it means. This sort of profiling the guy did, and it was okay. Up to now, we are not seeing statement. Robert Tuba has now written his psychology, to pull it out on behalf of the union. All right? He has not written that. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the voice of sound of where we bring sagacity. We bring mental acuity to the issues. Because Samuel Shekpeh is just emotional. He can't yell. He gave some weird parable just so he can support his philosophy. Oh, brother, come I went on, Andre. Just so he can make a tribal argument. The man is not fully Sapo. And so while he crown man or Sapo man. See, and when you do that, Samuel Shekpeh, then you are profiling a lot of people that are holding the organization together. That's people you are profiling. Yes. And that's why you don't do this. That's negative tribalism. Get rid of that. It will not do you any good. If you are a positive traveler, if you think you mean well for the Sapo Association, start paying your $100 for it, brother. That's where you're supposed to start from. You are profiling a man. You say he's not a poor Sapo man, but the man paid $100 and you didn't pay. You took $3,000 from our account. You are a poor Sapo man. That is not an issue. When Saryorpodeh speaks about that, oh, that's a bad thing. When the $500 given to Robert Tuba to get supplies for our children is eating, Samuel Shekpeh is mute. He's not asking Robert Tuba to pay that. But your vice president of your chapter, Minnesota chapter, say Robert Tuba should pay for that money. But Samuel Shekpeh does not have the testicular fortitude to call out Robert Tuba. You see? So that's it. That's the trouble we have here. That's the spokesman for the national administration. This is nothing but the basement of our organization. If you have Samuel Shekpeh to speak for you, you are humiliating the organization. That's what you are doing. That's denigration of the organization. That's a question of the national office. For Samuel Shekpeh to be your spokesman, President Giri will give Samuel Shekpeh the project to advertise it to the people. Meanwhile, he has a publicity man. You see, so that's it. That's the problem we are in here in our union. But ladies and gentlemen, we cannot give up. We cannot give up. We're going to make sure that the right thing is done for our people. Those who don't want projects to go, development to go to our people, we want to say it. I know you will say, oh, that's Saryorpodeh does not support the NESA project. Yes, I didn't support it. I thought it will not add value to our people. All right. Right now we have the coronavirus pandemic going on around the world. Next quarter, that's how you're going to treat the people. If you have a decent hospital, if you equip the hospital over there, it will help the people. If you have a decent school over there, it will help the people. These are things I think about. If we build a state-of-the-art library for the children to read, put computers in there. That's what I'm talking about. You're not going to build next quarter decorating the land. And you say Darke Saryorpodeh hates. No, I think about sensible things that will make us to be powerful. Education empowerment. That's why I'm health empowerment. Okay, those are things you gotta be doing. Not necessary quarter. If you're building that structure right now, why else? It will be sitting there. You see, so Samuel Shekpeh, Polo Carlo, and the guys are devoid of ideas. I'm all about ideas. I shouldn't say they are devoid of ideas. They have ideas, but the ideas they are implicit. They are weak arguments. The arguments they don't hold water. When you at elementary scrutiny, their ideas fall apart, and that's a problem. That's a problem we are faced with here. All right. So let me quickly switch gear. But in the meantime, before I switch gear, let me read your comments here. I've seen some comment trending. So let me read what is trending. All right. Let's see it. Let me start from the bottom. It's Puru color because I kind of exposing. So let's see let me see a vexation. I know you get mad and start cussing again. All right. You just practical liar. He said, my man, he said, you just practical liars. I alone, my man, you call me liars? Follow my man, you start embarrassing us, my man. Damn it. Why you can't? The guy ESL classes here, my man, why you can't make use of those classes? You just practical liars. to tell the audience that Samuel Shekpeh had a child with a Nigerian girl. All right, the man, if you tell a lie, ask Samuel Shekpeh himself, okay? You just lack social knowledge. You lies. Samuel, the guy said you, then he said lies. You lies too much, dude. Nothing like profiling Samuel Shekpeh carry on. It is your lies and the devices that devices that you talking to diversityness. Yourself, you're trying to introduce to our union in the name of let me see. Let me read that comment. I'll be follow you, man. You gotta before you round so you put a platform, you gotta make sure your grammar is okay too. Because I will chastise you on all of that. All right. It is your lies and the diverseness. Diverseness. Okay, you said diverseness. Yourself, you're trying to introduce to our union in the name of running President Mayo's campaign. Okay, that's total nonsense. You don't roll whatever. He said President Mayo's campaign. President Mayo's campaign. You know, that's how write the proper grammar if you want to write English. Okay, that whole sentence you wrote that just mama jam. Okay, nothing to justify your audience about Shekpeh. Okay, what is that? Okay, try again because you missed it out big time. We speak nothing but the truth on the True Talk Show. No, my man, that's that. You know what you're doing? That's artificial language. Okay, you are speaking the opposite. All right. In short, what I just read just now is not praising. You are not telling truth. You are just lying. What I read, I read your statement as it relates to murdering my brother and all of that you were breaking about. That's not a good thing, brother. You can't come in and talk and write all kind of thing. Okay. He said. You need to tell your audience about the awareness Team Zaza dispatched to our district, then telling lies all the time on something you don't know about. Man, I don't know, man. So now reading your stuff, I can be heading my hair, man. Yeah, that's torture to my hair. All right. So let Polukalo say, I thought something tangible to listen to. My man, words are not tangible, okay? I'm talking. So when you say tangible, it's something that is concrete, okay? So you can say, I thought something tangible to listen to, okay? Steak are not coming, but if you steak coming from my mouth, you would not see it. You gotta be on the internet, okay? So I thought something tangible to listen to your show, but sadly, you aren't up to the game to compete. I'm not competing, by the way. If that's what you're doing, I'm not competing. Okay, so you got it all wrong. You see, I'm not competing with anybody. All I'm doing here is for the facts, for the truth to come to the people. Okay, so when you guys lie, then I just expose you guys. Okay, I'm here. I'm not running competition with anybody, brother. If you see, you got it all wrong. No. So you got it all wrong. That's you see this show. That's why the show been around for a long time before you guys came. You guys are you contemplating your competition. No, I'm not running competition with anybody. So you got it all wrong, brother. Yeah, talking one thing over and over again without a clear understanding of your presentation and the topic. Okay, you see, Polo, I don't want people to forget those things that you guys said. So you have to repeat it. People could forget, and that's so I'm doing it deliberately so that it can sink down. You know, people get short-term memory, you know, so you have to repeat those things that those infractions that you guys committed. You know, that's why I repeated it. It's deliberate, okay? Yes, it will do presentation. I will be you, brother. You can't do presentation better than me. Have you done presentation before, man? Do you know how to do presentation? Have you prepared a PowerPoint before? You don't even know what you're talking about, brother. You say, Osiru Gua said here, Willie Kabal, tell me why you think he is a fool. I don't know. Well, let me go up there and see what they were referring to. And then who said something here? Polo Carlos said that you always claim to be in the know of every discipline study, but you refuse to conduct yourself as such. I don't tell you say I know everything, brother. When the last time I told you I know every discipline. Come on, bro. You see, that's why I call you guys. You are the followers of the last talk show. So you make a last. When's the last time I ever said I know everything? No, that would be the most dumbest thing I would say. To say I know everything. No, sir, I can't say that. All right. No, I don't know. That's what you see. I always, I quoted Socrates before. I know that I don't know. All right. And that's why I ask questions. I know that I don't know, but I also know that I know some little thing. Okay. All right. So get that. I know that I don't know, but I know that I know a little bit to teach Podukalo. All right. And I get something to learn from you as well. Okay. I'm not that arrogant. Okay. That what you guys are doing. You claim to know it all. All right. I can't profess to be that. Okay. No. And that's why, I listen to you guys and see what you get to say. After listening to your lies, then I debunk them. Okay? I can't dismiss you guys and say, oh, you don't have nothing to say, you don't know nothing. No, I'm not that arrogant, okay? No, that is above my realm. I'm not arrogant, okay? You guys are the one. A real top show host. He said tap. Probably the word is not tap, it's talk. TAL. He said talk show host. Okay. And so that little thing I know. So let me just share that with you. Next time, not say tap, not TOP. It's talk show. I'm talking. Okay, so it's a show. Talk show host. Okay. All right. A real top show host does self-analysis and research. So I'm not giving you anything arbitrary. I play some music where you listen to him. I read your own word. It's not research. I read your constitution to you. How you call that? Is that arbitrary? You know what arbitrary is? Arbitrary is something that you say random. It's something that you just come and conjure up stuff. That's not what I'm doing. I gave you evidence. I gave you names of people that some music were profiled. Okay. All right. It's possible that I've got one or two things wrong. Yeah, it's possible. I'm not saying I am infallible. No, I'm not preaching infallibilism. Okay, I'm preaching more or less. You can call me a fallibilist. I can make mistake. Okay, I agree with that. Okay, so I know my philosophical position. Some of you guys are the infallibilists. You think you don't make mistake, you will say everything right. No, I can't claim that position. Okay, all right. So you can take the infallibilist is I'm the fallibilist. I know that I'm a human being. I'm subject to the commission of some errors. Okay. All right. So the man said I should do research. I did my research and I just invalidated some of the things you guys said. The guy said, learn to process any information before coming on the show because your audience is most likely in the know than you know. Okay. Yeah. Again, Polo, I'm not coming here with the attitude of knowing everything. There are people that listen to me that are far more knowledgeable than me. I recognize that. So I'm not coming here and tell anybody, oh, I know the people that are following me. No, I wouldn't do that, sir. No. You see, Polo, I'm a reasonable guy, man. We interact physically before, not because we have philosophical differences. You yourself, you are not absolutely a bad guy. I wouldn't say that. You just got astray a little bit, or somebody, because of personal hatred and because of politics. So you guys don't know how to do politics, so you take politics personal. Okay? Yeah, you take it personal. And that's how the whole thing, but we are friends. I used to go to your house, you're a nice gentleman. I can't lie on you. I used to go there, you buy, I'm not an alcohol man, but you always offer people, your wife, your girlfriend at the time, a million nice lady, she will cook, we all had fun together. You're a nice guy. But when it comes to the political aspect, you got better. Because Bolinfe went and ran, got 88 votes, so you are angry at Mr. Zaza. Nothing wrong with your candidate losing. So next time you have to go to the drawing board what you did wrong. You don't have to be insulting Mr. Zaza because somebody beat your candidate and got 88 votes. That's how mature people do politics. Okay, so the man said I will learn to process information. Which have do who here say I can process information, man? I can't just wake up and take raw material and just pull it out. I have to digest the information, do research, and tell you, give you references, things that you can look at to make your case. And when the last time you went on your show and you presented argument with evidence to back what you say, you just come, somebody say everything yelling, then you get back, then you backing up. Yes, you're a hero. You are a hero for lying up East Subway, and then later you come by and say, hey, the man did not get the money that Mr. Carlo get the money. You see, these are the things that you guys doing. Instead of you doing the right thing and say, oh, Samuel, I think we are the Truth Talk Show. Since we have lied on Mr. Issa Sabwe, and now it has been discovered that my uncle has the money, let's apologize to the man. And then ask my uncle to get the money. That would have been, have Paulo Carlo done, I would have respected you big time. I said, yeah, that's the man is honorable. But after Samuel Shekpeh told us that Esoteric is free, you guys still attacking the man. I was like, on what ground are you still attacking the man? All right. So let me read a comment. Let's say Lawson Willie said, please tell me if Sapo are not crime, brother. You got to explain that to Samuel Shekpeh. Yeah, Samuel Shekpeh, we have to explain that to you, whether Sapo is a crime or crime is not Sapo and all of that. I mean, I don't, these things, they are trivial to me. These tribalism, that's why I have problem with Samuel Shekpeh. Tribalism has done nothing but divide Liberia. Tribalism has done nothing but divide Africa. Okay? These things are not what we're supposed to be thinking about tribalism. These things, they are just frivolous. They're all important stuff. But we are in the West. We see what these people do. But somebody will be because of lack of ideas. If you lack idea, all you have to do, they got free libraries, okay? Go to the library, they got free, they can give you the books to read free. Because books, you know what books are? Books are a depository of ideas. People, they write all ideas. So if you are devoid of idea, go grab your book and read. Or go on the internet, your phone is right in your hand there. Go and look at articles. I can show you a lot of things that you can read. If you go, for example, look at what they call wisegeek.com. You go there, once you go to Wise Geek, they get tons of articles you can read for anything that you want to read about, you know. But you guys sit down, tribalism. And then one from Grand Jide, the other one from Lofa, the other one from Basel. These are basic things that you're supposed to be thinking about in the 21st century in America at that rate. And you're talking about tribalism. Okay, so ask Samuel Shekpeh whether Sapo is crying or crying or Sapo. These things, they are not important to me. Okay, excuse me, guys. So, Polo Carlos said, Doc, you're wasting your time, energy, and stop fighting a fruitless battle. You see, the guys don't even know how to choose his words. I'm not fighting, I'm not fighting or fighting your battle either. I'm not, Polo, you don't choose I'm not fighting your battle here. All right, I'm not fighting anybody. All I'm doing here for things to be right. Again, you say I sound repetitive, and you guys are the one that made me to sound repetitive. Polu Carlo, Samuel Shekpeh cannot go after people when he did not pay his $100. Okay? He can't do that. All right? And he said, I'm wasting your time. I'm not fighting. This is not battle. I'm just repeating what Samuel Shekpeh is supposed to do first before he goes after other people. You cannot go to a convention and you don't pay, but then you are going after other people. Polu Carlo yourself, you don't even go to convention. You just sit around and on Samuel Shekpeh show and sit around and just attack people. I was listening to you. Oh, I've been to a lot of convention and da. Okay, I gave you 2016. After 2016, what happened? 2017, that's another year. Polu Carlo did not go to convention. Okay, you said something happened, your father passed away. I have my condolence, I have my sympathy. I mean, that's a tragic situation. Okay, let's say your father passed away. What happened to 2018? Why you didn't go to the convention? 2019. All right. So the man will say, oh, I've been to all the convention. And when you look at the record, he's not there. But he joining Samuel Shekpeh and they're making noise on the internet. All right. So that Polu Carlo said that, I mean, good. Man say I'm serious. Let me see what Chazil Doe said. He Junior said. Charles Doe Jr. Our Liberian people need to come out of the age of medieval, because if we want to become citizens of other countries and work in the government, then we should do likewise. This out of segregation must stop. That's right. Okay, that's a double standard. When I was talking about the Nigerian stuff, that's why he made a comment. That's so right. That's so right. Okay. And Charles Dawson he said, watching from Minneapolis or St. Paul, Minneapolis. Okay, Minnesota. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Looking at this food. Okay, I think that's why the guy was asking him. Said this food. Okay. I mean, guys, if you come on the platform, you have nothing to contribute. You don't have to follow the show. Let's just say, Willie, You don't have to follow the show, okay? You're not compulsory. You can go there. Tons of shows on Facebook, okay? You don't have to come and just make yourself to look simple, okay? Just cussing, that means it shows that, you lack of depth. I mean, you lack of ideas. That's how unintelligent people do it. Just insult people that they don't know, all right? I don't know, you don't know me insulting, okay? Yeah, so in the future, you come here, you want to insult, the best thing I can do is to block you, okay? I don't go ahead and exchange insults with people. It's not intelligent. It grows. I mean, I don't develop from that. I just want to see what you think about stuff. Okay, what you think about something. Let me see how you think. That's what better. But right now, the thing you put out, it just shows how shallow you are. Yeah, you just expose yourself. Then let's Hilton Legero said, following you from my pro-pole, the defender in Looking Town as pro-pole defender. Okay. All right. So that's something I just want to read your comments a little bit. Those are the comments that I'm seeing right now. Let's see. Let's go to the last segment. We have dealt with Samuel Shekpeh. That's another area here, but I wanted to exposing the duplicity and deception of Samuel Shekpeh, but I dealt with him enough, so let me not do more damage on him. Yeah, that should be okay for today. I did enough damage. Next time he will come and think properly before he comes to say certain things, So this one, our last one, excuse me, God. So I said, looking at the spurious grace of Greenville Times, a Boca's Pro TJ propaganda Facebook page. So, in the midst of the epidemic, or the pandemic, instead of the guys maybe coming up with ideas how we can educate our people, to do proper hand washing. I mean, maybe basically to create awareness. They created another page and they running politics and they say other people got A, other people got B, other people got F. I mean, this part is just a fun aspect of the show, okay? So I just wanted to read the article. I was reading it the other day and I was just cracking up. So let's see what is from the Greenville Times, okay? Yeah, Greenville Times. Let's read that. So article from Greenville Times. All right, San County is an interesting place. All right, so this is a Fed, I'll call you, my daughter calling me, I'll call back. No, not the Constitution. Where's the article? I had it earlier. I think I'll save it somewhere else. Let me get to that. But in the meantime, while we're looking for that, let me see what I can get this to you. So that's my man Samuel Shekpeh. We just expose him and a whole team. And they bring nothing to the table but division. Division, tribalism, and those things. That's what they talk about. Nothing major. Let's see before we get to the next one. Let me get this up and loading. Let me see. Let me get the article. It's loading. I thought I had this article out already. All right, let me get to it. Let me just go back to where I got it from. I know where it is. While we're doing that, I just want a commercial to come out real quick. We'll go on a quick commercial and we'll be right back. To the voice of Sano, I'll bring you right back once that Sano is loading. It will be up there quickly. Get to that one right here. Boom. Yeah, let's go on a quick commercial. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Titi bonumo Titi bonumo wa mayibe wa anu masagada te mayigbawi anu masagada te mayigbawi wote bonumo te bonumo wa mayibe wa kwa me mayikwa ala tepo me mayikwa sane baba ala tepo me mayikwa ala tepo me mayikwa sane baba ala tepo na oyenzo na kwamen titima gawieba ya you pienso re yore ture ore kakala ke you pienso re yo sense ture ore kakala ke se bo sangrewe na mona grewe sense ture ore kakala ke se bo sangrewe na mona grewe sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala pore kupana mokowo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala na woyeza bo sense ture ore kakala ke yena lakazo kweto yimusaya wibo sense ture ore kakala ke yena lapone atukwipanga yo sense ture ore kakala ke tino wabo bana wera bo sense ture ore kakala ke yena demo jimi wa mae sense ture ore kakala ke yena lapa ya you pienso re yore sense ture ore kakala ke you pienso re yo sense ture ore kakala ke se va sangrewe na mona grewe sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala pare kupana mokowo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala piego na woyeza wo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala koto kweto yimusaya wibo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala komone atukwipanga yo sense ture ore kakala ke tino wabo bana wela bo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala diego jimi wa mae sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala ba ya you pienso re yore sense ture ore kakala ke you pienso re yo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala ba ya you pienso re yore sense ture ore kakala ke you pienso re yo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala ba ya se bo se grewe sense ture ore kakala ke ya bo se grewe na mo ne grewe sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala pare kupana mokowo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala piego na woyeza wo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala kato kweto yimusaya wibo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala komone atukwipanga yo sense ture ore kakala ke ya tala bongo you pienso re yo sense ture ore kakala
Since it's too late, let's go. That's say TT. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Voice of Sound with Saryorpodeh Esoteric. Our last talking point here, then we'll be done for the day. So let me get this right here before we get going. So this one I call looking at the spurious grace of Greenville Times, a bogus pro TJ propaganda Facebook page. All right, so the guys just established another one. You know, every time we debunk their stuff, they will create another one. So they said it did. The lawmakers from Sardo County, they did an analysis of them and they grade them. So let's listen to what these guys wrote. I was cracking on already the other day. They said the Greenville Times is a forum established and designated to primarily analyze critically. All right, they come and do critical analysis. Listen, the lawmakers of Sardo County based on their performances, both at the legislature and at the county level. All right. So this start with Councilor Augustine Cheers. They started with him. They say he scored F. It's a Councilor Cheers. It's a Greenville Times. Okay. This is a very, I mean, the city of our county. You have a paper named after, the capital city of our county. But then I mean, I don't know. I don't want to be too petty, but you say the man school, okay? The man even scored or schools, you know, but it says school. Is it Augustine School? Okay, F. They say that's a funny stuff right here. So it's just a low joke. So during the 2018 by-election, Councilor Augustine Chie promised that in 2019, his vocational school will be open to the public. And up to now, it is yet to be completed, okay? He also promised to open a mini beer factory in Sino and sells cheap beer to the entertainment centers in and around Greenville. But unfortunately, Councilor Chi has not lived up to his promise. All of those who supported him in the election and were lucky to get appointed and or hired in government had long since lost the jobs. Okay, and Senator Chi has not been able to get them rehired. Okay, so he has failed to undertake any project in the Sapo control territory because, according to him, the Sapo people didn't vote for him. Okay, so it's a propaganda people here. Okay, all right. So now they say he got F because of that. Number 2, Honorable Matthew G. Zaza, school F. I was laughing when they just attacking all the good law because just listen what they can be say. Okay, Honorable Matthew Zaza, school F. Okay. Honorable Zaza has been in a governmental position for the past 40 years, but it is evidently clear that he has become a liability to the masses. Okay, the man is a liability to the masses. The man who expedited the creation of a community college in the county, but the man TJ himself confirmed that he built the first high school outside of Greenville. All right, now the man says he's a liability to the place. The man who created telecommunication towers recently, like you say, Jurutown has been connected to the rest of the county. They built the first bridge in the history of the place through the instrumentality of Mr. Zaza. You know, he has a bunch of students on academic scholarship. So the man has not done anything. So for the 8 years in government, okay, 40 years in government. All right. It goes on to say, since he got re-elected, he is yet to point at tangibles in the district. Okay, I just name a couple of stuff he did already, but say yet to be point to tangible. A lot of people, like you say, the Wakaba and the Singon statutory district, all the people are being employed. The man said, "Oh, he's yet to point to tangible." So the guys are just fun. I was just laughing a little bit. All right. So the man who opposed the employment of people in the counties and the territory, you listen to his grade. The Wakaba and the single statutory districts, those people of those districts, they got employed because of Mr. Zaza, okay? But the man who opposed them, the employment of over 300 people in Sarno County. They said that man in school dollar. All right, so let's go ahead. So since he got re-elected, he is yet to point out tangibles in the district. He is not even accessible. What? Accessible to the district. Rosasa district is the most underdeveloped district in Sarno County. But you call Dambwe came here and told a district called the walking district. The lawmaker, he says the district is the walking district because no car road going there. But he says the Zaza district is the most underdeveloped. You see, so that's why I call it the pro TIJ propaganda page. Okay, it goes on to say, let's say Honorable Clayton Duncan, you score C. Duncan score C. I leave the very pass. One Honorable Duncan was campaigning, and there were some promises made, but are yet to be implemented. Honorable Duncan promised the district a school bus. Is it BUSE? Okay, a school bus in Greenville. He has built the bus stops, but the bus is yet to arrive. He is always out of the country in the name of breaking investors, but we are yet to see them. And then you come to Honorable Nabwe Slaw. School B, is it Nabwe Slaw? Okay, let's see Nabwe Slaw. Honorable Nabwe Slaw is doing extremely well. Is it a man doing extremely well, but again B? Well in his district. He is always not always so, but it's always with his people. He is currently doing the biggest farm in his district. All right, so he's making a bigger farm always with people. They didn't tell why he's changing the condition of people, why they got school over there, why they got hospital, why they got clinics and stuff. They didn't tell anything, but they said, man, always with people. Okay, if you're always with your people, that means you're doing great. You're doing extremely well. You're always with them. What are you doing something for them? Just be there, you'll go, you'll sing. That's it. All right. Honorable Slaw believes in zero hunger. Okay, because he's doing a bigger farm. He is a people center leader. Okay. Then they go to the Senator J. Milton TIJ School A. All right, that's Greenville Times, okay? The man who opposed 300% for getting jobs, okay? Recently, the man, let's say, Annie Poblet, the superintendent for the Tajo 1 statutory district, he just instructed the woman to take 46 people from his own place from payroll, all right? And the man is saying, man, score A. All right. All right. Now the man, over 100%. The man got on radio the other day, the radio station you call Radio Kigari. Okay. He attacking people. All right. Now the man says he score A by dividing the people of the county. That requires A. Okay. That's why I say TIJ propaganda page. Okay. And so they say Senator TIJ is the only senator who doesn't segregate. All right. He does not segregate. Okay. When the man was on radio the one time, I play a lot of his audios, right? When you don't get me column, there will be problems in the county. There will be trouble. Those that want job, you will not get a job. Oh, that's unification. That's unity. That's unity. Senator TJ talking. All right. So they say Senator TJ is the only senator who doesn't segregate in terms of development. He has many projects. Okay. The man who built private school for himself. You are declared guilty for corruption, for mismanaging the people's money, or for stealing. Basically, let me not be fancy. All right. And the man is saying he's the more developmental man in the county. Okay. They gave 74 projects were earmarked by the county authority. They honor his administration. Guess how many projects he had banned up according to the report I read at the time. I read the GSC report. Only 3 projects out of 74 projects. Where the money go? Hey, the man wept the whole money, but they're saying the man is the development man. All right. The man who was, because of that, they indicted him, they told him to court, and he was declared guilty on those charges for bypassing the law. That the man, the people present. Greenville Town, a propaganda page. Okay. He has many projects. All right. The many projects talking about personal school. All right. Personal radio station. Personal horses all over the place using the people money. That's what they call development to them. Okay. He has many projects and 3 city halls and city halls. City halls that what he has They're not talking about the man get a private school and making money out of the people. People are suffering. They getting money to build school for the people. He ate the money and built private school, and people are paying money to him. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's good for them. He built a personal radio station. He will get on there and just cost people out and accuse the superintendent eating this one, and you talk to the superintendent parents. But that's the good man. He doesn't believe in segregation. The unity right there when you're attacking people. Yeah, so that's it. He has many projects and 3 city halls and being constructed in Common Town, Jawi Town, and Wilson Town. Senator Teji has lobbied for many young people to get jobs in the county. Okay, 300% he denied that. He's supposed to confirm the people. He denied them jobs. They just took 46% from payroll for his own region. Okay, over 100%. All right, but at the band they're talking the prison. All right, that's sign up for you. All right, that's sign up for you. If the one that harmed them and the one that praise. All right, the Liberian as a whole, you came up, you came up, I will vote for you. So till you steal your money, they will press him. Okay, that's sign up counted that Liberia for you in general. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have for you today. We'll play this. Listen to Samuel Shekpeh one more time, and then listening to a tribalism. After that, we'll play one song for you, and we'll be done for the day. Let's listen to Samuel Shekpeh. All right.
Sound in my broadcast. In my podcast, I stated so many times, we invite people from our neighboring county, like Grand Gile, Grand Cru, Grand Basso, to participate in this organization. The organization is a non-governmental organization. It's a kind of NGO. So we are listening to the naked travel listening of Samuel Shekpeh before we go, and from there I'll play one song for you. Okay, again. Naked travelers in the diaspora, a young man who is in the U.S., who is not thinking positively how to bring all the tribes, all the counties together in the country. You're talking about Granji there, the other one, okay? So let's listen to the travelers in the Sapo community, who is the man, who is the spokesman for President G. Kojrio, our national president, unfortunately. All right, that's the man talking. Let Samuel Shekpeh speak to us before we leave. Any Liberians to come, but then we don't tolerate people that will come in this organization that will cause division, and that where Madison Fremont stand. Our people have a parable, and they have certain leaf, and I will just speak it in our dialect, and people who have the ear will listen. The parable says, "Blalakumu, blalakumu, and when I Andre, blalakumu, and when I Andre." That leaf, you can only find it on the water. 50% of that leaf is, exposed to the sun. And 50% of that leaf is also exposed to the water. So people always wondering whether this particular leaf is swimming or it is, catching sun. And how we find all our people in this union, like Madison Fremont. He needs to define his role. You cannot be a 50% Grandidian and 50% you can be 50% Grandidian and 50% Sapolian, but if your entire issue will undermine, will cause division for this organization, you are not doing any help, you don't do any good for us. You are not promoting this organization, but you are causing division. You are always causing problem in this organization. Your intimidation tactics cannot work. The Sapo organization is bigger than you. The Sapo people are bigger than you. And we are fearless. We are fearless. We can stand any tension from anywhere. The Liberian people know us, who we are and where we stand for. What we stand for, they know that. They know who we are. They know what we stand for. We are fearless kind of group of people. And so your scare tactics that you take from Grand Gile, Madison Fremont, your scare tactic that you take from Grand Gile, that you're breaking in the Sapo Union to divide our organization, it is not accepted in our union. You have preached so many politics. You are talk against all leaders in the Grandidian setting. You are there so many things that even the Grandidian people felt that the support organization trying to undermine the Grandidian organization. No. It is your own son, that Saryorpodeh Madison Fremont from Grand Gile, who is playing that particular corny role, pretend to be Sapo man and honor my Grand Judah organization, at the same time causing division and chaos within our union. And I will point out to some of his behavior so that you will see. For me, I call him the Institute of Insult.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the negative travelers we have in the U.S. residing in Minnesota. Samuel Shekpeh read there for you. Telling us, bragging about his negative travelism. He says, you need to define your role. My role is conspicuously defined. My role, again, is number one, make sure all the tribes from Liberia are united. They work together. All right. One people, I don't see tribes. I see human beings from Liberia. Okay. I don't see all of that Grand Judah, all that thing that Samuel Shekpeh talking about. I don't see that. I see one people from the land of liberty, free people. Okay. That's what I see. So Samuel Shekpeh said I should define my role. That's my role. I'm defining right now. My role, Samuel Shekpeh, is you cannot be indebted to the people and then you're pointing your finger at other people. I will expose you. Okay. You went to the convention. You didn't pay at the gate. I read the report from the financial team, from your chapter, your name is not reflected. And so I highlighted you. You cannot go after Mr. Esoteric and you are owing us. That is not fair. Okay? You cannot go in an account, you and Robert Tuba and others, and take $3,000 from there against the Constitution, and I pointed out and you are going ballistic and get angry and preaching tribalism. Samuel Shekpeh, I'm defying my role. I'm on the side of justice. Okay? What is right, I will point it out. Robert Tuba you gave $500 to Robert Tuba to go purchase stuff for the children in Liberia, and the man ate the money. You are not going after the man, but you are going after Mr. Esoteric. Even though you exonerated the man, you said that the man is free. Now you are inducting another honorable man in our community or in the Republic of Liberia, Mr. Carlo. Okay, and so that's my role. So if you go after the wrong people and you are in the wrong, I will expose you. You have your co-host insulting Mr. Zaza, but you don't have the coverage. You don't have the the masculine audacity to call your man out. But then you are pointing finger at me. I'm insulting people. I wrote a post. You read my post. You did not see insult in it, but you want to Basilio Zaza. Okay, that's a red herring. Okay, so these are my role. So I define my role to you. My role is to do the right thing, while your role is to do the wrong things. Okay, so that's the view. You can see the whole dichotomy. All right, you come on your show, you attack the elders. Okay, you preach tribalism. You profile all the members in the organization who are now wholly Sapo. You profile all of them, and the national president is not saying anything about it. And so my call here is my role is to make those, to point out those good things and point out the wrong things so we can make the correction. If you don't want to listen to me, so be it. But the idea is we are on record for telling you the fact. Okay? We're telling you the fact. Yeah, I don't want to go into the other infraction of the national president. I'm not going there. That's a lot of them in the man present. His secretary, financial secretary, will take microphone for somebody, and you will be quiet. These things, all those infractions, they are all over the place. So make sure we can speak to those things. After all, he's the mouthpiece for Grand Judah. All right, so that's my role. He said, scare tactics. He was specific. Scare tactic from Grand Judah. So the man profiled the whole country because of that. Grand Judah people, all they do is scare people. Okay. Okay, so Geraldine Verdier is one of the nice ladies. She's from Grand Judah too. She got a background. So Samuel Shekpeh just profile people. Just profile all the people. For all the counties, for all the countries around the world, the man will profile everybody else. Once you are not, your parents, your father, your mother, they are not supposed, Samuel Shekpeh will profile you. He doesn't care. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is a voice of sound where we imbue the discussion with a cogent logic, okay, cogent argument. We don't come here to be sentimental like Samuel Shekpeh. Brother, come on. I win na Andre. I be like, brother, come on. Andrea, na winner. You cry or you suffer. The guy don't even, he doesn't drink properly. He doesn't drink at all. He doesn't care. Your national vice president, or his wife, all the people that are happy, they are doing all the things for the union. The championship will profile everybody. You got his vex, you got Darke, Saryorpodeh expose things. So what I the guy is so funny. Once you expose the man, you attack everybody. We your own children, you attack everybody. Your brother children, you attack everybody. All of you are not part of the organization because that's how you put it for granted. All of you they are from Saboland. All right, guys, that's it, man. How we doing it for the day? I'll just recognize you and then we'll call it your day. I'll play one song for you. We'll just listen to the Tribalism, the naked Tribalism. All right. So Geraldine Verde, what's up? Is it English or okay? Very disrespectful to the elders of our society. Yeah, yes. She says, yeah. Let me put some of the comments up there. Yeah, very disrespectful to the elder of our. That's the ladies are talking. Yeah, the ladies. Yeah, many of them have been listening to them is talking against Samuel Shekpeh. Yeah. See, she said here. Let me see. English is their second language. I know, right? Yeah, in a second language, Samuel Shekpeh for you to go take ESL classes, you won't do it. Yeah. When they go low, we go high. That's it, Michelle Obama. That's right. That's right. We go high when they go low. That's right. That's why I agree with you. I'm not coming here to insult people, to go after decent people. The male family is a decent family. I'm not going to attack them because Samuel Shekpeh blown up. No, those are decent people. The male go after my family. But serious, he in the army and da. Come on, dude. It's like you and Basidius start talking. The man said, you're making this weird argument. I said, what? The guy is bad. You know, you are the people around you. That the people can make you. They can make. The man said, because my family, Basidius is in my family, and so Basidius is teaching me, or I teaching Basidius to insult people. I'm like, what? You serious, dude? You're talking about an adult. The man who is the diplomat in the U.S. military, a respected man in the military. He said, I'm telling you what to say. I don't want contaminating the man. So, in other words, all the rudeness Samuel Shekpeh is doing, he is contaminating your whole family. I'm like, that kind of logic I will buy. It's not even elementary. It's beyond preschool, sir. And I said that logic is preaching. That's how you put it. Jane, you're there cussing people. That's how you put it. Basidius, so they all rude people. I'm like, Jane, you're there is one of the respectful guys. You know, but sometimes you push somebody to the edge, and then the person just like the people say, you can't pursue the bamboo all the way to the river. It will come back to you. It will come back at you. If you chase it to the point where it can't run no more, it will retaliate. So apparently, Jane was pushed. I mean, I'm not defending what he did. That is repugnant. Okay, I wouldn't do that. Okay, but I can't tell anybody to insult Samuel Shekpeh or say because the guys they have some missteps. I myself have missteps before. I mean, I told you I'm an infallibilist. No, I'm a fallibilist, sorry. I'm a fallibilist. I'm not an infallibilist. No, fallibilism is the philosophical position that we can make mistakes. Whereas infallibilism, the position that Samuel Shekpeh is assuming, saying that they don't make mistakes, okay? So I'm not subscribed to that position, all right? So it's a too radical philosophical position, all right? So then Madam Virgil said, please expose them, Mr. GS. I just did that. Later on, follow the show. I really expose the guys. They're talking about the man will say, you're fighting a whip battle. We battle. I'm not battling with anybody here. I just try to help my brothers and with little education. That's all. The little that I have, I just share with you. I'm not fighting any battle here. All right. So yeah, so that's it. I'll recognize you guys. Sorry. Hey, Ernest Fowler, what's up? How you doing, brother? Thanks for joining the show. Geraldine, thanks for following. My daughter, Faith Freeman, how you doing, baby? How are you? Thanks for following. I've been seeing your message. I'll call you when I get off. On Wasabi, thanks for following the show. I'm happy that you are being exonerated by Samuel Shekpeh. You are a free man now. I appreciate that. Hopefully, they will not keep attacking you falsely. Honorable Vice President, Mr. Mason Tuba, thanks for following the show. Hey, Lord Jala, what's up? How you doing? Polo, thanks for following the voice of sound. I appreciate you, sir. Osiris, thanks for following the show. I'm seeing Lawson Willie, what's up? Thanks and for following the show. Charles Doe Jr., thanks for following the show. Weather George, what's up? Thanks for following the show. All right, I can see all of you. So those are the people I'm seeing. If I don't call your name, it means that you are not visible on my side. That being said, have a wonderful day. We'll let close with this one here. Some should say I'm a crime man. I'm not supposed to let close to crime music. We'll call 911 for Samuel Shekpeh. 911.
Somebody call 911. Yeah, she killing me. Yeah, the way she rocking me go. Yeah, oh baby, I want to you so. Yeah, somebody call 911. Yeah, she killing me. Yeah, the way she rocking me go.
Yeah, done already. Anybody can tell you you can't go to the park and climb on those things.
Mommy,
Yeah, that's it.
Mommy said, Mommy and the other person said we have to climb all the square parks. We went to square park, Daddy.
Get out.
So you've been on there for a long, long time. We've been out there for a long time. So you've been out here for a long time. I think she wants you to buy it. Tomorrow, right? It's like what? Yay! Daddy said tomorrow don't run or go wash your hands. Don't bring me a purple one.
Go wash your hands first.
Okay, but bring me a purple one. And I want the purple one too. And that one, Barbie, and my Barbie, and my car, and my Barbie, and my sheep,
Slow down, they like the way I whine. Girl, you look pretty fine. Need a way to blow my mind. Man, I say, get it up. Let me see you broke it down, get it up. Baby, don't back it up, get it up. Let me see you wind it up, get it up. Get it up, man, I say, get it up. Let me see you broke it down, get it up. Let me see you back it up, get it up. Baby, don't wind it up, get it up. Get it up, man, I say.
Somebody call 911. Yeah, nigga, she killing me. The way she rocking me go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're doing it for today. Thanks for joining the Voice of Sano. Thank you very much. Appreciate you following the show. We will talk to you again. We got one more show during this week. We'll let you know when we're coming on. All right, enjoy the rest of your day.